my God. I would much rather I'd take Austin McBroom back in a heartbeat over the hangout with James Charles. That's wild. What is she doing? Happy Chinese New Year in a few days. We're celebrating early because there's too many things happening this upcoming weekend. There's the Chinese New Year, which I think is the most important. There's also the Super Bowl, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna watch it, but we'll, whatever. And then we have Valentine's Day next week. So it's just like, we're gonna celebrate the Chinese New Year early. Happy dragons out there. It's our year. I'm a dragon. I'm now a mother of dragon. And we just love the dragon energy. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to our Patreons real quick. Okay, patreon.com/JustTrish. I have to do it at the beginning of the show. This is like our sponsor over here. Patreon.com/JustTrish. You guys, it is the last reminder you guys will get because our next episode will be airing on the 13th. You have to sign up by February 10th if you want to be our headshot or producer tier, which means you get a headshot in the mail. You also get a sticker in the mail. This is for the headshot and producer tiers. And if you're a producer, you get a handwritten cue card. Plus, this month you're going to get a Valentine from me. We did a whole Valentine's Day shoot yesterday for our producer tiers, and it's a little Valentine card you'll get in the mail. And I even had custom graphics done on it. You can insert it here. I don't have it yet. It's coming tomorrow. And Moses was like, oh my gosh, like, how did you, it says like Just Trish. It's like, I'll be your Valentine. It has a cute little letter. And Moses was like, oh my God, what did you ask? What was it? You're like, how did you do that? And you're like, who did that? And I was like, I did that.
Because it happened overnight. Like, she took a picture, then the next morning she shows me. I was like, how did you do this?
Shout out Hannah,
just wondering what
our UK graphic designer. She did our Just Trish logo. She did the background. She did everything like that. She literally did, can you do this in 24 hours? And I got the image at like 5 o'clock at night, our time. And she did it in 24 hours because she's in the UK. So I woke up to this. I did it so fast. I did it overnight because I was trying to get it here for you guys on time. But you get a cute little Valentine card. And we did the shoot just for you guys. And so I hope that you enjoy that. So I just love it. I'm trying to do little special things each month because we appreciate you guys so much. But also shout out to our lower patrons too. The $5, $10 tiers kind of crushed it this month.
I know.
I was like calculating because Oscar gets a percentage, y'all. Don't even worry, okay? We like to pay around here. He gets a percentage. I was like calculating. I was like, damn. First I was like, oh my God, that's so much money. And then I was like, oh my God, we made so much money. So thank you. I don't know. Is that weird to say? Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you. We're putting so much effort into it. We're putting so much effort, in fact, that we're doing like a whole separate filming day for the bonus episode tomorrow. Also, Oscar's been busy with the Grammys, but we're going to come back and film. I'll be in a totally different look. So it's really like getting a bonus episode this week. And then we're also doing more gaming because everyone liked the Fortnite. The Fortnite was a hit.
That was so much fun. Like,
so crazy.
Watching it back, I couldn't stop laughing. Like,
really?
You kind of slayed a little bit.
Yeah.
Pokimane, she just moved to YouTube from Twitch, and I think she's scared.
Oh,
she should be.
She's shaking.
She should be.
Can we get her collabing? We have her cookies and Pokimane.
Yeah, and I think she watches. So Pokey, come on down. We're gamer girls now.
We're gamer girls. I ordered the cat headset.
I saw
the blink. I had it actually. I think it was the ASMR. But I did order like controllers. I don't know if we need controllers, but I thought for a cute photo, maybe the March headshot will be me with like my gaming unicorn. I didn't know what gamer girls wear, so I was like still trying to figure that out. Someone had like a bunny thing. I'm trying to figure it out. But I do want a gaming core. Maybe get a purple wig with like the pink cat ears.
I love that.
Like lilac. Yeah, so I think I'm in the gaming girl era for sure. I just got to find the right wardrobe, which is kind of hard to find. But it needs to be sexy. It needs to be, I don't know. Maybe you can help me out. What do you wear when you game?
It's really conflicting because my outfits are usually like sweatshirts and hats, but then all my stuff is pink. So it's like bro meets gamer girl. Which I feel like is my personality, kind of. So,
totally.
Yeah.
I love when people come on here and wear like black or something like TANA because it just like pops, you know? I kind of regret making pink my thing because I'm like, I just blend in every episode. But we're going to do more gaming. We're actually going to do like a whole gaming day. I'm going to be cute. We talked about just being like, we don't have to be cute for because you're in this. But I'm like, let me be cute because I see people clipping on TikTok, which I totally love. The promo's great. But don't put the whole thing on TikTok. Someone put like a 10-minute video. I'm like,
no.
I had to flag it. But they were very nice. They took it down. Someone else was trying to make these stickers on Etsy. And they were also very nice. They sent me an email. They're like, can I do this? And I'm like, maybe not, because this is like our bonus to our Patreons. And they took it down, which is nice because the flagging process is a lot. So thank you guys for being respectful. You can put clips of it though. We love the promo. But patreon.com/JustTrish. You guys, seriously, thank you so much. We have no sponsors on this show. So you guys are the sponsors, and we love you so much for it. And we put it right back into the love that you guys have. Hopefully one day we'll have like a studio audience set. That's like where we're working towards. But all right, that's the top of the show. Patreon.com/JustTrish. Valentine's Day cards, headshots, the praying emoji sticker will all be there. You have to sign up by February 10th, and we'll ship out on February 15th. We've already started signing the headshots. I'll put that in the B-roll for you. I was filming myself.
Authentication of
yes, you see me doing it.
I was going to say, for the Valentine card that she made, I had to call Patreon, and I was like, are we able to send this?
Oh my God.
It's not risque.
You better get that one, because that's the...
It's a good one. He's like, I'm going to ask Patreon if we can send this. I'm like,
yeah.
It literally looks like Britney Spears or something, or like, it's just like, it's literally nothing. It's like this up, and it's just like a little bit of cleavage. I was like,
I don't know. I mean, that's the card I expected to get.
Okay. Moses was in a few with me. Well, you guys will see that on our Instagram. I'm like, do we send him one of both of us together? There was some like, he was in silk pajamas, and I'm in this like pink. It was the Rihanna Fenty pink bra and panty, but you don't see that part. You literally only see up. Okay, you know what I mean? But we keep it classy here. But Patreon approved. And they're like, okay, good job checking that. He literally emailed them, and I'm like, God, you're making me, I don't know, like, it's cleavage. Oh my gosh, what world are we living in? Anyways, okay, how's life? How are you?
Good. It's been a quite manic 24 hours, but I feel like that's going to add to the fun because I'm a little deranged, and anything can happen today, I think.
Love that. Yeah. You are looking so good too.
Oh, thanks.
So is there an update? Do you have an update? You look so good. Like you literally look like you lost like 30 pounds. No, you look amazing.
I've only lost like 9 or 10 pounds the past 2 months, but I've also just been like really stressed and not getting a lot of sleep just because of award season. But I guess for going through all that and still losing a little bit of weight, like that's good news at least. But yeah, I guess it's like a slow process right now, at least. You know, it's nothing crazy.
That's the way to go. Last night, who was it? Christina Aguilera. I was like so thin.
Oh, yeah.
Because what was it last year? Like the Lovers and Friends. She had like thick. It's like, I'm using that loosely. She was like thicker. And I was like, God, everyone's so thin now. This Ozempic is really just taking over.
I know.
You know what? I sent you a clip of it. I think it was Joe Rogan who was like, I don't know if I trust this because it's like, how is it not? I'm kind of on the non-Ozempic route now. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to just really go and try and go to the gym and like be a bodybuilder or something, get in my bodybuilding era where I'm just like ripped or something. But I mean, I get it's good, but I don't know. Everyone is so skinny. Everyone looks great, but I get a little scared of it. I don't know. But how are you feeling?
Everything's great. I think
don't feel jittery?
No side effects or anything.
Okay. No stomach problems?
No. I know. I think there was a thing where someone had like as a side effect just like chronic diarrhea, I think. And a lot of people sent that to me. They're like, Oscar, be safe. I'm like, I'm okay, but thank you.
But you're on a FAUXEMPIC, right?
I'm on FAUXEMPIC, yeah. So maybe that's a little different, but
a lighter dose, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, but so far, so good.
Okay.
I'm not like a super advocate or anything either. Like I'm kind of just doing it for myself. I'm not like, this is not an endorsement of whatever I'm on. You know?
Well, do you think it helps you? Do you feel less hungry?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so it does work that way.
Yeah, but I was telling you when we mukbanged, like when a lot of food is in front of me and I get excited to eat, we're the same.
Yeah,
so when I see it and like I want to eat it because it's like it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So that's the hard part too, is I'll still be full, but I'm like, just one more bite, one more slice of pizza, one more nugget.
I feel the same, and I feel like that's why it wouldn't work for me because I'm like, I'm still gonna look at pasta and just be like, I want to eat all of it. You know what I mean? Because I'll eat now. Well, being pregnant's different, but when I'm not pregnant, I'll eat until I'm just sick, where I'm just like, I can't move. Now I can't breathe most of the time, so I can only eat a little bit. Like pregnancy makes me skinny for real. I really do lose weight every time I go. I'm just like, wow, it makes me so skinny because it's like I'm so full and I can't breathe all the time, so I just like eat a little bit. I had a baked potato for lunch. I'm in my skinny era. Is that skinny? I don't know. I consider a baked potato.
It is, right?
Just like a baked potato, and I can't believe it's not
Someone's
butter.
gonna comment explaining why it's not, but to me it is.
Yeah,
right. It's like when you go to Wendy's, a baked potato is like the healthy
option.
Thing. Yeah,
and Wendy's does have a cheap baked potato, but we found one cheaper at Ralph's. It was like $1 for a baked potato. I think Wendy's is like $1.29 or something.
You got me on my Wendy's kick though. I've postmated it a couple times the past week. It's really hitting. The nuggets are hitting.
So good. Yeah, we should do a mukbang of that. We should have done a Chinese. Well, we don't have time today, but we should do a Chinese mukbang for the Chinese New Year.
Oh, we still can.
That's true. We can do it tomorrow. I had a couple options. Well, we'll talk about it later. I also met one of your family members. Did they tell you?
What?
We don't have to get personal. Did they not tell you?
No, who?
I don't know. They call you Junie.
Yeah.
They were like, it's so weird to say Oscar because he's just Junie to us. It was
Where?
crazy. Literally at our baby gymnastics class. They're like, oh, I'm Oscar's sister-in-law. And I was like, oh, what? Like, we meet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she had a little boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because that makes sense because they live in Thousand Oaks, my brother and his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That makes a lot of sense.
We meet so many people that know you. The girl at Brent's was like, I went to high school with Oscar. Yeah. This person, I was like, God, Oscar really knows everybody around.
Well, this is like the area, like everyone that I went to high school with, all my family is in this area.
Oh,
so,
got it. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was very excited. We
That's
actually
so
met.
Funny.
Yeah, like in this little gymnastics class, we meet so many people. Like there was another person who's like, I just listened to you on Call Her Daddy. She got her name because I was like, I like meeting parent friends and stuff like that. But it's a cute little class. They're like the same age. Your nephew in Malibu.
I think so. Yeah. Because I remember the way I remember it is all around like Queen Elizabeth and when I was on vacation. So, I think it was maybe a couple weeks before or after.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're very. They were taking turns on the slide.
Maybe a month or two apart.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, they were sharing the slide together. It was very
That's
cute.
So cute.
They do little trapeze here. It's such a funny little thing. It's like they do little handstands and gymnastics, and it's pretty cute. And all the parents are there. We're the only people with two parents there. I'm like, should we go one at a time? Everyone else is just like one parent. I always feel like because I feel like we both want to do the stuff with. Anyways, this is like no one cares. But they do like little things where you can like walk her around and stuff like that. So we have to take turns. Be like, okay, you can walk her around. Like I want to walk her around. It's I'm also very pregnant, so I just get winded. We did those little circles running around, and I was like, I'm tired.
I don't blame you.
It was very tiring. It's a cute class, but yeah, all the little babies just running around. Chaos. You're here. It's late too. It's like late for us. Usually we start filming at 10. It's like 1:30. It feels. Yeah. I feel a little out of sorts.
I know the vibe is, like I said, a little chaotic. But I think that's gonna add to the fun because we had to push back a little bit. We work at the Grammys yesterday. I think it was like a 10-hour day. It was pretty crazy. And
what does that mean for you again? Explain to everybody what that means. Are you at the house or the office?
We worked from home yesterday because of the rain. It's also flooding, by the way, in LA, everyone. Yeah. So there's literally so much going
storms. On. Not near us. I'm like, everyone's just chilling out here.
Yeah. Trisha was getting the alerts, the national news alerts. Like it's literally a state of emergency in Southern California. And
I was getting lotto tickets. I need to get them. I went out this morning.
It's all around us. Like north of us is flooding, south of us is flooding. We're somehow at this little sweet spot.
Are they dying? I mean, why is it life threatening?
I don't think anyone's dying, but people had to evacuate because there are like mudslides and stuff that happen in this like extreme weather. It's pretty crazy. It reminds me of like the hurricane when you were in your Selena Gomez blanket cosplay.
Oh, but then nothing came from that, right?
This is kind of worse than that. Right. This is actually like, it's really flooded outside.
Yeah, which is crazy. Okay, I'm like not with it, but yeah, our house gets flooded. We talked about this multiple times. We're getting new floors. We actually did go to the tile shop the other day. Though it's more expensive than I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh my God, maybe we have to wait. Patreon.com/JustTrish. Maybe we have to wait another month for the tile is expensive. Tile's expensive and installation's expensive. I thought it was $15,000, like a $30,000 quote. I was like, God. And you know what? It's not even a leak. It's coming up from the floor, so we have to get it rerouted so it goes down to the street. It's crazy. That
sounds insane.
Yeah.
You need to hire that lady who made the tunnels on TikTok. I bet she could help.
Actually, probably for cheaper too. Yeah. We're doing it the legit way. She could just do it for free for us for TikTok views. That would be actually everything. It's crazy. It's crazy expensive. I'm telling y'all, owning a house it's not all shock to people. It's great because it's an investment. Yes, you can get some money back, but you put a lot of money into it. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, it does sound stressful.
It is. I never owned a house before I met Moses, and I would be very stressed. I would just abandon. I'd abandon my house or evacuate, one of the two. I would just abandon it. It's too much. It's too much work. It's so stressful. I'm like, it's just a lot. But thankful, grateful, have a roof over our heads. It's just leaking, literally brown water. You can look at it in the office. So bougie. Even the glam team was like, my hairdresser was like, it's really wet right here. I was like, I know. There's towels. Don't you see the towels? They're there, okay? We're trying. We have a water sucker. What is that thing called? It sucks up the water.
Humidifier.
Is that what it is? That's all it is?
This is a dehumidifier. This is just to help dry it after. Because we live in a hillside, so, all the water comes against the house.
Down.
We're in a swamp over here.
But Luckily, this is what I do for a living, so it's not. I'm all laughing. I'm not stressed about it at all.
I'm so stressed. I'm like, we need
so stressed about it. I'm like, we're just gonna dig up, put some drains in the ground.
It's carpeting. It's wet.
Fine.
We just need to get it. There's a baby coming. It's just a lot.
It's a lot. Flooding is like my, also, again, no one cares, but flooding is like my number one nightmare because I have all my fish tanks. So I always like am so paranoid that it's gonna like an earthquake or something, or the glass is just gonna like leak and my whole apartment's gonna be flooded. That's like my reoccurring nightmare every time I leave the house.
But it's good right now because if your apartment flooded, the fish get to swim. I was like, there's nothing to fear if it's flooded. They just go with the flow.
Literally.
You know what I mean? I get what you're saying though, because like I wonder how many gallons of water do you know in your tank?
Doing the math, not that much. One is 22.5, like probably like 35.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess that's not that much.
How high would that get?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like if you dumped your fish tanks out here, would it get up to my feet?
Well, you need to know the square footage. You need to know
yeah, that's the whole thing. Well, you
but
wouldn't
it's enough to
drown.
make damage.
It would be damage?
Yeah, especially if he has carpets or electricity on the floor or something.
Oh, right. All your computer. Watch for our SD cards. I'm always like, what if we lose
or
our...
if you live below him.
The people below
That's the
me.
person that would be the most affected.
That happened to my mom's apartment. She had like a mushroom growing from her ceiling because someone's bathtub was like leaking from above. It was. Do you remember that? It was like fungus. I was like, oh,
GRAMMYs.
GRAMMYs. Do we get right into that? Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, but so yeah, working it was. Oh yeah, I was just at home. Again, no one cares. But I was just editing for 10 hours. That was like I felt a little deranged.
And TikToks.
Yeah, editing TikToks and like reels, whatever.
Do you ever get sick of it? Are you ever like, this is I'm doing too much?
Oh yeah, I got really sick of it. Like, just because it made me realize maybe I don't love award shows that much, because it was like you have to edit so many things and you have to pay so much attention. The Grammys are too long, too long.
How long were they? The
pre-ceremony starts at like noon, and then the Grammys ended like at 10 p.m. So it's literally a 10-hour award show.
And you're watching the whole thing. You're watching. What are you watching in the pre-show? Are you watching a red carpet? Are you watching
red carpet? You have to multitask, like red carpet, and then also to see if anyone like iconic wins, like Billie Eilish. She won one of her awards in the pre-show. Same with like Boy Genius. Barbie won during the pre-show. So like you kind of have to keep an eye out for who is winning in that. And it's long and it goes so fast. It's a lot. And then the show was just so long. I can't believe like when you were saying that people were trying to sell you tickets. I'm like, that seems like, I don't know who would just want to like go
just for fun.
It was flooding down where the Grammys were. Like traffic was terrible. The show was like literally like over 4 hours long.
Oh my God,
like,
no.
Crazy.
I guess it's like a concert, I guess, for some people say.
Yeah.
I don't even know who performed. I saw Miley. I think that's it.
Miley, Olivia Rodrigo, Dua Lipa, others.
Literally don't know. Did U2 perform?
U2, yes. That sounds familiar.
I didn't see them on TikTok. I only watched through TikTok. I was like...
That's the way to do it,
Yeah, because I was like, I can't watch... I just... Grammys... I don't know what's more boring, the Grammys or the Super Bowl. I guess the Super Bowl would be more boring. I guess the Grammys I could like watch maybe, but I don't know. I like just to see the highlights. TikTok always knows. They know the highlights. They know the hot topics. So thank you, TikTok, for doing our hot topics. Because I was like, I can't watch all this. Yeah. But I would love to be a red carpet person, like on E or something like that. I think they need one.
Fun, I think.
Yeah.
Gigi Gorgeous did it this year. She was with Glad. She did the red carpet.
God, no way. Wow, she gets everything. I always tell her. She has a really good management. I actually might be with this management. I think I am with this management company. I think I signed with them. No, maybe not. Maybe I should have put it out there. Someone's gonna harass them. But she has a great management company because she's always doing so much. She's always doing like Crest commercials and on the red carpets,
panels and red carpets.
Oh, Drag Race. She was up in Canada doing Drag Race. I was like, man, I need all this. I think TRAITORS too. I think her husband texted me and was like, I need to get you and Nats on TRAITORS. I was like, please, because TRAITORS, they always have like duos. We just started watching TRAITORS this week. Not to jump into that right now. We won't. We'll go back to the Grammys. But they always like seem to know each other on the show. Like the duos seem to know each other. So like me and Gigi would be so great. Gigi's manager, get on it because he can. If anyone can, Gigi's manager can. Not mine, but we're switching. We're switching management.
Leveling up.
Yeah. Who was your favorite? Okay, so Taylor Swift was like the talk of the town.
Yeah, Taylor was everything, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I was overwhelmed because she made me look like a fool because she changed her freaking profile picture to black and white before the Grammys. So I'm like, period. Reputation, like, this is my whole personality. Like, I've been pretty quiet about all the other ones.
Yeah.
Again, for me, in comparison to past me. But this Reputation, I was like, I'm gonna be literally the most annoying person on the planet because I love Reputation so much. I was like, let me go through my photos, like my cosplays, the times I've met her, when she posted me on her Instagram. Like I was ready.
Did you do a photo dump?
I posted it on my story. I made like a little collage. I tweeted. I did the whole. I unfrosted just for Reputation, and then she announces the new album, The Tortured Poets Department.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I'm excited about it. Okay, well, first of all, I love Taylor. I feel like announcing it at the Grammys, I don't know. They showed like the reactions of all the artists in the crowd, and everyone was just like, like, I feel like everyone was like, great. Now we
it's
have
a promo.
yeah. No one's going to talk about any of the Grammys. It's going to be about Taylor announcing her album, which is true because look at us. Now we're part of the problem.
That was the big thing. Do you think she's a plant?
I don't think she's a plant. I think because she's had such a long career, she definitely had a head start just because her dad was a banker, so he helped her like fund the music and stuff when she first started. But I don't think she's like a plant.
Even recently, you don't think she's a plant? This Travis Kelce, her.
No, I think she's just very, very good at what she does, and she is a hard worker, and she's like constantly evolving. And I think she's just kind of like a captivating artist, I think.
I was hearing theories that it's a political thing, that they're trying to get everyone.
That conspiracy theory is why I think the White House or the Pentagon had to like shut that down actually because
it's not real. Did they shut it down? Who shut it down?
I think the Pentagon.
Well, they would shut it down because they're the ones that don't want to get out. They're like, this is not real.
That's when you know it's true.
We have our conspiracy theory over here. My theory comes from this conspiracist over here. He literally said it this morning because it's crazy. I see all my friends, left, right, everything talking about Taylor Swift. I'm like, I wouldn't even put the two together if you didn't tell me. Like, I would not think it's political. But he's like, it is. I'm like, okay, so
it is wild. Like, and it's, I don't know, it's a lot of pressure to put on someone because I feel like I think Joe Biden said like his whole campaign is like put on Taylor Swift. I'm like, let's just let her sing. Like, let's just let her like perform. Like, it is a little crazy, but yeah, the Tortured Poets Department, April 20-something, April 19th.
That's a little ways away.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time, but so I feel like that'll be a fun moment. But it is a lot. Like, if you don't like Taylor Swift, it's a lot, and I feel bad for the haters because it's just like you can't escape it. You know,
I'm not even a Taylor Swift hater, but low key, it kind of makes me a little bit because I'm like, I'm so tired about it. You know what I mean? When you just see someone everywhere, and you're like, oh my God, I get it. Like, you know,
totally.
She had the Super Bowl. She's performing in Japan. She's going to come back. It's like, I just know so much about Taylor. So happy for like you. Like the fans, I bet, are like loving it. Or do you?
I don't know. Even
it's
for
too
me,
much.
I think that's why if like she loses a couple of fans this time around, I'm like, that's fine with me because it's like too much. I can't get a damn concert ticket.
Right.
I can't even get a freaking popcorn bucket. Like,
well,
it's too much.
And you've never taken it back. You love it. It's always here. We need to put that behind you.
Here, so that's why I love it.
No one's touching it. If you leave something in here, it's here forever. Like no one ever touches this room, which is lost in the abyss. We'll look on the maybe one day we'll have like a oh, you know what? When people with the studio audience come in, we'll put it on display. You know,
oh yeah,
they'll be like, "There's Oscars, Taylor Swift popcorn bucket."
Take photos with there.
Yeah, that could be really cute, actually. She's just, it's just a lot. It's just like a lot everywhere. And like, that's why I love like Margot Robbie. She's like, I think people are just sick of me. I'm going to take a break. Even though like, I feel like she was not oversaturated, but I was like, I get it. And I like it. I respect it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Have people miss you a little bit because people miss Taylor and now it's just like, she's everywhere. It's like, okay.
I know. That's why I wasn't expecting her to even like announce an album. I expected her to be a little bit more low key, but she has defied all my expectations.
She's in her bridal era, I heard, with her dress. They all say that's going to be simplifying that she's going to be getting married this year.
I think it goes with like the aesthetic, like the black and white, because I think she made Lana Del Rey also be in black and Jack Antonoff.
What do you mean she made them?
I think that was the whole table that she was sitting at the Grammys was all black and white themed. So I think that's just the vibe.
She orchestrated it?
I kind of think so.
Wow.
She arrived with Lana Del Rey and they like did photos together and everything.
Very random.
Yeah.
Are they friends? Are they maybe they're doing a song together?
They've done a song.
Oh. Do you know? Why? Oh, you're laughing like, yeah, duh. Oh.
It's like, yeah, they did.
I thought you knew. I was like, wow, okay. I guess I'm.
You predict the past.
Yeah, you predict the past.
See, I knew it. What was it? Was it popular?
Snow on the Beach. It was on her last album. And they have the same producer. Jack Antonoff produces both of their albums. But justice for Lana Del Rey, because she did not win a Grammy, and I think she's yet to win a Grammy, which is crazy because she is like so iconic. And that was like my number one snub, I think, was no Lana Del Rey win.
Didn't even know she was nominated.
Yeah, she had a lot. She actually had a lot. I think she had, I want to say 5.
What's her big song this year?
She didn't really have like a hit. I guess A&W was a popular song on TikTok.
Is it removed from UMG? Did they take it off?
Oh my God, that's the other thing, right?
Did they? They removed Lana?
I think so. I think she is UMG.
Why don't you sing it for the TikTok people?
Because I don't even know how it goes.
Oh my God. You love Lana, you don't know one song?
I don't like stan Lana. I really like her.
Okay.
She's been nominated 11 times though, and she's yet to win one, which is crazy because you think like at some point give the girl something.
What nationality is she?
What nationality?
Yeah. Maybe they're discriminating against whatever she is.
I think she's white.
No, but like, is she Polish or? You know what I mean? There might be some discrimination there if you look deep into it.
It just says American on Wikipedia.
Discrimination against Americans? I don't know. There may be something more political about that.
English and Scottish.
Oh.
Are they anti-Scottish?
Anti-Scottish. Yeah, the traitors. Sorry, Alan Cummings. I love him in his little kilt. We got to talk about it because I really love him, but we'll talk about it in a minute. You would look good in a kilt.
I would go for a kilt,
because you have good legs. Are you Scottish?
No, we have to do the 23andMe.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know.
Because people were saying you probably have European background because you're like, I'm 100% this. And like, no, you probably have some.
I know. Everyone's trying to clock it, but like, whatever. My parents immigrated from... I think my grandpa was a little bit Chinese, but...
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, wait,
Peru,
here's a Chinese card for you. I forgot to give this to you. This is for you. This has the money in it.
Oh, really?
There's money. Wow. And Moses too.
Happy Chinese New Year. That's why we're celebrating today.
For you. This is yours too. You guys can open them. Well, you don't know if you want to. I don't know. We have to get the money. I forgot about that until you just said that. And I was like, oh my gosh. So this is your prosperity. This is the red envelopes. And may it multiply times 1,000,000 for you.
Period. Love that.
So there's like, there's a little cash in there.
Wow.
Yeah. We all got the same amount, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They had to be even amount. Yeah. So everyone got an even amount. They'll multiply. Made it multiply for everyone. A little Chinese. Interesting.
Yeah. In Peru, there's a lot of Chinese people there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you speak any Mandarin? No, Mandarin's like the #1 language in the world. Did you know that?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's the #1 spoken language. But probably because I think Chinese people dominate a population, right, of the world. I think half the world is Chinese or something.
Half the world?
Yes, Moses,
really?
back me up. Isn't that right?
Maybe closer to a quarter, probably 2 billion out of 8 billion.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That makes sense.
But they won't see this because they don't have YouTube over there. Do they? No.
I don't.
But Bart Baker was big in China, so how did he get big if there's no YouTube over there?
I think he physically went there. Like, you have to physically be there.
Maybe there's like there is a Chinese YouTube. Remember that one Chinese YouTube?
Yeah.
It was like Billy or something. Like, we'll pay you to do Chinese videos for us, and never heard from them.
Yeah, I feel like people upload to there. I feel like people re-upload to there, I think.
Really?
I could definitely be wrong, but...
Because Bart Baker had a whole second career. Remember him? He did the parody videos. He had a whole second career in China.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't wait for 23andMe. Oh my God, I can't wait it.
Because then we have to really explore all our roots. Like,
yeah, that would be... Okay, we have the test. We just have to do it. It's always like you can't eat before. It says like half hour before. Yeah, and I always eat right before we do the show. So I'm always just like, oh, well, we'll do it when you come game or something.
Yeah, because that is hard to not eat like
30 minutes before?
Yeah.
I guess there should be no
change
food.
your results?
Again, no accuracy. That is a good question. How did we get on the... Oh, Lana Del Rey snub. So she's your biggest snub of the night.
I think so. She's definitely... I think she has deserved one over like her career especially. And like at some point you got to give her one. When Taylor won Album of the Year, she freaking dragged that girl up. Because technically the rules changed because now... I think last year if you like were just like collaborator on a song, you would also win the Album of the Year Grammy. So Lana would have won because of Taylor, but because of their collab. But they changed the rules this year, so she didn't even get a Grammy for the collab with Taylor.
You only do one song, and the person wins Album of the Year, and they're like, well, you get to win two.
It's kind of like, I mean, like the Emmys, like everyone a part of the show gets a freaking...
I mean, that is true. That's kind of cool.
So I'm like, that girl should have got a Grammy. So that was, my #1 snub. But I'm happy Miley finally won a Grammy.
Yes.
Which is crazy because I kind of thought like around Wrecking Ball, like that era.
Really?
Wrecking Ball was such a good song.
No, I feel like I was talking about this with my glam. I feel like I'm not the only person to think this. I feel like it just like wasn't a good era. Like that's the only era I remember of her with her like her tongue out and like Robin Thicke. And I'm just like, I just feel like that wasn't a good era for Miley. I was always like turned off by it. I was like,
I think the music was good, but I do think that like I think especially for the time, like it was so outrageous that I feel like she wasn't like taken seriously because she was so like tongue out, like the foam finger, like that whole thing.
Yeah.
I feel like she wasn't taken as serious. But the music, I think, holds up.
Really? I guess I haven't listened to it. Did you see the one where she's like, they like dropped her off too early or too late, and she goes, "Oh, you like ruined? Do you remember it?" And she, "Oh my God, you guys, you're ruining it." Was it Miley or am I thinking someone else?
Yeah, she was it was like an entrance to an award or something like that, and they missed it. They're like, "No, we missed it. Just drive." Like,
she's like, "You guys missed
there's
it.
no point.
I'll just walk."
Now
And she's
they'll
like,
see us driving around and coming back.
"Oh
And,
yeah." So now they're gonna see. Was it Miley? I can't even picture her doing it, but
well,
I feel
we
like
saw two different occasions that happened. It happened with Kim Kardashian and with Miley.
and Miley, right? Okay, and she's
Kind of
so,
similar thing.
Oh, she's like,
Oh.
"Are you guys?" She was like so pissed at everyone. She goes, "Oh my gosh, how did they miss the thing? Now we have to walk back." Like she was so mad. I was like, I don't know. I mean, is it that big? Maybe it's a big deal. I don't know. I mean, I definitely would be that way too. But I'm like a hothead. But I would like someone like Miley. I'm like, why do you care so
the
much?
entrance is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like stepping out, walking, the pictures, everyone seeing what
and
you
then
wear.
someone opened it like, okay, what do you want? She goes, close it. They saw me. Happy birthday. I was like, oh my God, you haven't seen that?
No.
And I feel like it's an older clip, and I'm just like, girl, like relax. And you would expect that from like a camera or something, but it's like, okay, Miley, just.
I feel like
Yeah,
she's a lot
one
more
point
chill
fifty.
now, though. Like, because at the
Yeah.
Grammys
Sure.
last night, she was very, like, she did not really give a frick. Like, she
Yeah.
was just kind of living. She won, and she was chill about winning. She was chill about performing.
Yeah, I love how she's like, this isn't special. I was like, okay. She's like, I mean, it's special to us.
And then when she was performing, she was like, don't you guys know this song? Like,
Yeah. No, she was, and even her dancing when she did the little like thing to the back, I was like, oh, she's just vibing. And I think she said she did the performance just for her. She's like, I just want to
Yeah.
watch it back or something like that.
I
was
live
like,
for
okay.
that.
No, I did love her performance. I thought she looked good. I thought she looked pretty. I'm not like a Miley stan or a Miley hater, but I love it. I love how she's like, I didn't leave anybody off the list. She goes, maybe I lost my underwear, but not even knows because she didn't mention her dad. She snubbed her dad. What's the tea with her and Billy Ray? They don't get along? I didn't know this.
Yeah, I think because I think the divorce with like her mom and her dad, I think the siblings were like split. Like I think I want to say Noah and Trace are like on the Billy side, and then Brandy and Miley are on obviously Tish, the mom's side.
Weird. How's it so divided?
Yeah, but I feel like they're pretty secretive about it. Like they haven't really talked that much about it at all.
Maybe she'll come on here and spill the tea.
Maybe so.
I would love that. Maybe Billy Ray will. No, we don't want Billy Ray. We don't want the trash men that trash these women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I actually know nothing. I just automatically am like, I'm the men's fault.
Well, also Trey Cyrus, I feel like left a bad taste in your mouth because remember
Yeah.
his anti-OF model tirade.
He came into my shop at the mall one time. I thought you were talking about that.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, okay. Actually, it was Miley who came in. She was really nice. But she was like she was making band tees for it. It was called Metro Station. And she's like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, this is my brother's band. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Immediately no to the men in the world. I'm always like, it's definitely Billy Ray's fault.
Yeah.
Also, like, didn't he marry someone that was like her age or something? Miley's
yeah,
age.
his new wife is like super young.
Immediate red flag. I just think, I don't know how old he is. He has to be well over 50. And I'm like, if you're marrying someone in their 20s, you're like so ick. Like, find someone your age or just stay single because it's just gross. Like, it's just gross. I don't know.
It is really off-putting. And I think especially Miley is pretty chill. I feel like so to get like her upset, I feel like you have to be really shitty.
Yeah.
I think.
No, for sure. Especially because she seemed like she was always closer with her dad, like growing up and doing the show and stuff like that. We love Miley. I like Miley. I actually don't care either way. I'm kind of indifferent, but I love Miley last night. I thought she looked the best. No one else stood out to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like fashion moments. There was nothing super gaggy. Like, and I'm not a style girl at all. I'm kind of just like, ooh, pretty. Oh, not pretty. You know, like.
But no one was like, wow.
No one was like super gaggy. And I wanted like the Grammys used to be like the place for like a moment, a fashion moment.
Yeah, everybody used to like go. Even Britney with her like white ensemble or
so
J-Lo.
iconic.
Was J-Lo the Grammys?
Yeah, the green Versace dress was the Grammys, like the iconic dress.
That was good.
Yeah, but this year,
Boring.
not really. Yeah, everyone kind of just played it safe. There was no like big moment. Ice Spice, I think, is probably my best dress of the night.
I think so too. I really wanted her to win. She's the only one I knew, so I was like, I want her to win. Because that is not fair. I saw the controversy about that. The best new artist, like Victoria Monet, they said have been around for like 10 years or something, as opposed to someone else who was only there for like a couple years. Like, so how do you, and then Jelly Roll, who just like came up, it's like, how do you compare what's new? What's a new artist,
Yeah,
you know?
the criteria is really weird because even like, I think Sabrina Carpenter was also submitted for Best New Artist, but she's been releasing music for a really long time.
Oh, that's so weird.
I think as for Best New Artist, as long as something you've released hasn't been nominated for another category, you can still be considered like a Best New Artist.
God,
it's
me.
really weird. You can still be nominated for Best New Artist.
I'm ready. I gotta do a song.
Oh my God.
That'd be amazing. I could do a collab. Someone did ask me to collab, but I shouldn't say who yet, right? Someone asked me to collab.
Oh my
on a song.
They'll be here, so we'll
that's a good teaser. They will be here very soon.
Yeah.
They're actually coming this Friday. So.
Oh, I want to guess a name.
Did I not tell you?
No.
Oh, usually I always tell you. I'm always like screenshotting.
Is it Demi Lovato?
Can't say.
I can see that.
We talk about frozen yogurt. No sugar. Unless you're diabetic. Unless you're not diabetic.
Did she do the heart attack song?
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
That really at a cardiovascular event?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, she performed Heart Attack for an event supporting cardiovascular disease. She sang Heart Attack, which is ironic because she also has a song called Give Your Heart a Break. So I feel like that song is a little bit more fitting. Like, give your heart a break from cardiovascular disease.
She's so cardio awareness. I love it. She like is really into the heart. What's Give Your Heart a Break? It's like, give your heart a break.
Give your heart a break. There's just so much you can take. That would have been like very fitting, I think.
And what's Heart Attack?
If I ever did that, I think I'd have a heart attack.
Very triggering. Very triggering. Oh my God, that's crazy. Because what if someone did? I was saying this. Back to the Traitors. I was saying this about the Traitors, the one where they're like in the coffin. I'm like, this is kind of like visualizing your own death. Like, I don't know if I would, I don't think I'd get in there. I was like, because you always hear, I did one video where I was in a coffin and I remember someone on the set was like, oh, Mac Miller just did this like a month ago and died. Like he was in like buried underground or something. And then that was his last music video. So I was just thinking like, oh my God, what if this is like my last music video? And then I thought that with the Traitors, they're all in the coffin. I was like, this is kind of morbid.
Yeah.
It's a little demonic.
Yeah, it is. It could be a little manifesty. I don't know.
Yeah.
She released a statement as to why she sang the song, at least. Her publicist said she spoke on the mind-heart connection. So she gave a little speech before the song. She said it was a sensitive moment intended to champion the women in the room. The very reason why Demi was at the event. She did open with a beautiful intro on why she chose the song and adjust the room, talking about the mind and heart connection. It was actually beautiful.
Okay.
So she gave a little speech. I guess no one there had a problem with it. I guess it's one of those things like out of context, it probably just sounds really crazy, which it does. So.
It is crazy. That'd be like me going to like a Jewish convention saying I love you, Jesus, or something. You know what I mean? Just like it seems a little out of pocket at a bar mitzvah. I will if you want me to. But it is kind of weird. But poor Demi, I feel like she's one of those people too. I feel like can't catch a break sometimes with the media. And
true. I feel like people like to clown on her a little too much.
Yeah.
You know, like okay, you can leave Demi alone sometimes.
I know. Also, you can leave me alone too sometimes. Sometimes I think that. I'm like, oh man, why am I always trending for the butt of a joke? You know what I mean? But
although the reason you're trending today, I don't think it's the butt of a joke. I think it's iconic still. I kind of stand by that.
I love that you keep it lighthearted. I was eating my baked potato and I was filming it and I was like, God, I was getting kind of depressed about it. I'm like, why am I being tied with like the death of the royals? Like,
yeah. So this also may be a little manifesty too, like because not on your house, on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, because today, and this is also like a sad thing and the topic, but King Charles was diagnosed with cancer. But of course, I think a lot of people's first thoughts was like, oh, Elvis is around the corner.
Oh my God. Is it the
King Elvis?
Yeah, the King connection. I just don't love that it's King Charles or Queen Elizabeth. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if it was like, I'm not wishing that, but if it was like Kate Middleton or something, you know, it's like cute. Like, okay, I'll take a Kate Middleton reincarnation. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, why are you giving me the Queen? Why are you giving me King Charles? Do you know what I mean? And it's like, it is this weird, I do believe in that. Like, what you speak into the universe, like people are speaking into the universe, right? And I'm just like, what if reincarnation is real? And what if this happens? Like sometimes, and I'm not even being funny, but sometimes I'm like, she does give me Queen Elizabeth vibes. You know, she's just.
I tried so hard.
She really does, though. She's just like older and like regal, and she's very just like, she just, when Moses carries her up like this, she just looks back at me like.
And waves.
Yeah, she waves all the time, but she's just also so serious. She's just so.
Royal, yeah.
Yeah, royal, yeah. And so, I don't know, maybe I believe in reincarnation a little bit.
But you're not connected to the death. You're connected to the rebirth of royalty.
No, because then someone's like
it's about bringing royalty to the
no,
world.
because I saw someone say, okay, third time, then that way Prince William can become the king. Or no, then Kate Middleton can be the new queen. I'm like, let's not wish this on people. And then all the Princess Diana stands come out of the woodwork, and it's like, let her rest in peace too, because everyone's like, yes, justice for Prince. Like Trisha's womb is doing justice for Princess Diana. And I was like, It's just a lot. You go on the trending and it's just a lot. Like, people are so wild, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It made me feel, again, sad. I'm just like, oh, and I really do feel it's karma. And I feel like karma is so real. Isn't there a song by Taylor Swift called Karma?
Karma is my boyfriend.
Karma is my boyfriend. And karma are my babies because they're getting the reincarnate treatment. Apparently, the internet is trolling me now for my years of trolling. And I don't know. And I feel like it's so real when enough people say something, it comes to fruition. So I hope him a speedy recovery, a lengthy life. I mean, he's not that old. What is he, 80? Is he even 80? I think we looked it up before. He's not even 80. I think he's like 70 something.
75.
Plenty of life. Plenty of life left. And, you know, for all the people that just hate on him, like, you know, I get it. But, you know, let's not wish. Let's not wish it. I guess if anyone were to rebirth them, it could be me because I can raise them right. You know what I mean?
Period. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Instead of having like tea and crumpets, they're going to be having Wendy's spicy nuggets. That's what they're being fed.
It's pretty wild though. Like literally the second I heard that, I was like, oh, Trisha.
You texted me, you're like, King Charles. I was like, what? I'm like, did he die? Like, what happened? Like, I thought maybe they said something about me. My biggest fear is they come to like arrest me or something like that. That's why I keep saying I have no ill intention. I don't know them. Like, I don't manifest. There's this clip of me like meditating from like a couple years ago, and it sounds like I'm speaking like partial tongue or something like that. And they're like, this is you like casting the spell on whatever. I was just like, this is crazy. And I practiced Wicked for a month and I wasn't good at it. So don't think I casted a spell. I don't care for the UK. Oh, I don't mind. I'm indifferent to the UK. I'm not on either side, okay?
I don't think they care about the royalty.
Exactly.
Themselves.
Just let me just, I
They'll
don't know.
probably send them off to America. Good riddance.
I need to have this baby in peace, everybody. So, I don't know. It's always gives me anxiety when I see me trending. I'm always just like, oh my God, what is it? But the timing is crazy.
The timing is so uncanny that like I can't help but really ride the wave. It's like so kooky.
It is weird. I mean, maybe there's some connection. Maybe there is, you know, I always thought I had like this higher being and this higher purpose here on this earth, and maybe that's it. It's to rebirth royalty. It's like Mary birthing Jesus or something. I'm like rebirthing the royals in a different way, though, in a different light. I think we can give them a second chance in life.
My favorite is when we talked about on the Patreon when he was just sick and like in the hospital, and Moses was like, Elvis could be like, or Malibu could be like the Messiah, and I think about that almost every day. I think
very, very Moses to say that. Yes, he thinks everything is cosmically aligned. That's right.
It has to be.
People really did though. Internet really unfortunately manifested. That's why I'm like, just watch yourselves out there, okay? But like, as soon as I was pregnant, everyone's like, King Charles, 9 months left. I'm like, okay, let's be nice.
And it is getting progressively like,
oh my God.
He just went in for his prostate to get his prostate examined or whatever, and then
it's sad.
Yeah, and then while they were checking his prostate, they found the cancer, and they haven't said what cancer or anything yet either. So
what stage? Or they just didn't say the prostate cancer?
They haven't said it's not prostate cancer. Oh. That's all they said. But they haven't specified what cancer it is.
Okay, that's good because I think prostate goes quickly.
Probably, yeah. But I don't know because like Prince Harry went to go see him or has been in contact with him and is going to go see him. So it does sound like kind of serious. I don't know.
Well, I'm still 4 months away, everybody, so everyone can chill okay on that. Thank God it's not like a week away or something like that. You have to announce it. You know, it must be pretty serious if they're like announcing the cancer.
But he's only been king for like, what, a year?
Yeah.
Or something,
Well, his mom lived to be like 100.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Oh my God.
I mean, what does it mean to be king? I mean, anything?
I could be wrong, but I think it's all like, isn't it just symbolism? Like over there, like they don't actually have power or something.
Oh, okay. So
it's like a novelty. It has nothing to do really with...
They're not ruling anything.
No, it's more of a, like you said, a symbolic, like they do all kind of charities and acts, and they have all the properties, you know, so people can come and visit. It's almost like museums. They come and visit the royal, you know, palaces and things. They're kind of like, they said, okay, you're the king. We're not going to kill you. Just stay where you are, but we're going to make a government, okay? We're going to move on. We're going to have a government. You can stay king. You can play king in your castle. We're going to form a government over here. Oh my gosh,
you sound like Borat when he said king in the castle, king in the castle.
My wife.
That's very Hugh Hefner and Playboy too. They kind of like let him stay in the mansion, but like he didn't own
nothing.
Playboy.
Yeah.
Didn't own the house, and they're like, just let it there. That's interesting though. Well, kings must have had power at some point because remember the one that supposedly like beheaded like all his wives. It's like, well, at one point they could have done anything. You know what I mean?
That's true. What shifted? Like when did they say, okay, enough?
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder who the first prime minister was and when and why.
Yeah.
Do you know any of that information?
No, I was gonna look to Moses.
Moses is also, he's not a, what is that called when you love British? It's something, Anglophile, I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Just because I know Press Hilton always was obsessed with like the UK. And he'd call him so I don't know, a little fun fact over there. Sending well wishes. Speedy recovery to all the royals, including Camilla. Everyone needs to chill. I get it. But let's not wish ill on anyone because it does come back around. And karma is so real, okay? Because I'm being trolled by the internet.
Done. We only want those 2 kids. We're done. Don't send more royals our
Well,
way.
we don't know if we're done.
I'm just saying, it's not on us. I'm trying to clear our
Got
hands.
it.
If it
Not
happens,
manifesting anything. Anyways, why is the Chinese New Year red? I'm wearing red leggings. It's good luck.
I have no idea.
Okay. What? You're a quarter Chinese.
Like,
You're part Chinese. You should know this.
a little bit, I guess.
I love the red. I love the red vibes. Here's some M&Ms too if you want some M&Ms. There's
Oh,
peanut
wow.
ones.
Oh my God.
Little dragon. Do you like peanut ones?
I do. Those are my favorite.
Oh, you don't have a peanut allergy?
No. Well, no. I was like, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, do I? But no, I eat these all the time.
Okay,
So.
it's crazy. One of Tana's friends had a peanut allergy, and when we got to eat, it's like so serious. If the cake's even around peanut, he can't eat it.
Wow.
I never met someone with an actual peanut allergy. You always see it in movies, and the person ends up like getting unalived because someone's like, "Oh, I want to give them peanuts to unalive them."
like
you know,
a setup or something.
yeah. But I'm like, is anyone actually allergic to peanut? I guess it's a very real allergy. I don't know. Anyways, little peanut break, little peanut M&M.
it's because they don't eat bamba when they grow
Oh
up.
yeah, they say you're supposed to give them like a little peanut butter as a kid to avoid peanut allergies.
Oh.
But I don't know how true that is. Are these different? Oh, they're like red and gold.
Oh, wow.
Okay, they also look like, is this the Chiefs color? Is
I
it
think
gold and
they're-
red?
I think they're red and white, but
There's no gold
I
in it?
don't think so. I mean, no, I think you're right. It
Your
is red and
sweatshirt
gold.
has a little gold
Yeah,
in
you're
it.
so right. Mm-hmm. You know more about football than me.
I know. Are you covering that? Do you have to go
I
into?
do have to cover the Super Bowl too. It's brutal out here.
Do you have to go in the office?
Yeah, but I'm excited to film because my like outfit is gonna be pink football, so I'm like that's Valentine's and football in one.
Oh, that's right. You're doing a little Super Bowl theme.
Yeah, like I want a football helmet and like shoulder pads.
Wait, that's what you're gonna wear next week?
I think so.
Oh my god.
I think.
All right. Well, at least you're bringing the bro
Football
part.
vibe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're bringing the masculine to this podcast.
Oh, yeah,
I love
always.
it. Mask for mask. That's cute. Okay. I can't get into Super Bowl. I just can't get into it. But you know what? I'll watch what I can.
I love the Super Bowl only because it's empty everywhere you go, and that's like the best. Like I remember one year I went to Disneyland on the Super Bowl. No lines. No one was
Really?
there. Yeah. Super Bowl is the time to do stuff.
Wow. Maybe we should go to Disneyland.
It's everyone's at home.
Except
Now that we promoted it, maybe everyone's
I
gonna
know that we're gonna go to Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go. I don't know if I can go on any rides, but they have dumplings right now for the Chinese New Year. They have a little Chinese. I want to get dumplings so bad. Have you ever had crab wonton? What is it? Crab ragoon.
I think, I mean, it is a wonton, but
They call it crab ragoon.
there
Remember
was a
that girl
weird
was like,
name. Yeah, there was.
she's like, ooh, crab ragoon.
Did you tweet about this, or am I having deja vu?
I
'Cause
did tweet about it.
Okay, I'm like, I
I
can't
saw
tell.
Steph Pappas eating one, and then I was trying to Google it. I'm like, where are the crab ragoons? I don't see them on Postmates.
Panda Express has cream cheese ones. Have you ever had those?
Well, that's not crab. Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
But just cream cheese instead of crab, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would probably
They're
be
so
better.
good. We ordered some before. Yeah.
I'd rather
I love the cream
Really?
cheese ones. They're so good.
Is it like mozzarella sticks?
No.
It's like a fried dumpling with a little bit of cream cheese inside. So it's like crispy, and there's just cream cheese inside, and it's
Yeah.
warm, so it's nice.
It's good.
Yeah, maybe we should do a little Panda Express mukbang for the Chinese New Year.
I'm
They have red
so
boxes.
down.
Okay, we could. Are
I
you coming
love
tomorrow?
Panda Express. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do the. Okay, we'll do our bonus episodes tomorrow. I have a different look tomorrow. I'm cosplaying Vanessa Hudgens. He's gonna be Zac Efron. I'm doing a podcast tomorrow. Oh, I don't want to say it because people might try. Well, I'll say it when it comes out. But we talk about her a lot. It's our after show. We do another after show of this person.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
very excited. And they were so great. They sent me questions ahead of time. Like these are the questions we're asking, and it's actually really. I love when people. No one ever does that, but it was nice, and it's very fun and lighthearted. I was kind of scared. I was like, I'm just gonna be like, you never know. I did an interview this past weekend with a magazine, and it was so like focused on my past. And in the moment, I'm very, especially someone's like, I'm a fan or I've followed you a long time. I'm a very open book, and I'm forgetting it's on the record.
Oh.
So many times I say off the record because I'm like, there's certain things I don't talk about, but sometimes I just talk like, oh, they want to know about this about me or whatever. And it was so much about like my past and past relationships, and made me feel so weird. I was just like, I don't know. I feel like when you talk about the past, it's like living in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm in such a good place now. Anyways, it's fine. It was fine. It was a fine interview. I just felt a little weird about it. So I love, anyways, point of that. I love when they get the questions in advance. I was like, okay, I'm ready for this one. It's a fun one. It's easy. I was like, okay, this is cute and fun. Because you never know. Usually they don't. No one tells you what they're going to talk about, but I'm prepared to answer all the questions.
Yeah, for us, like at our work, we're not even allowed. It like breaks our journalism code or something. So like give the questions in advance.
Oh, yeah, I've never had that. Yeah, I know this one because this is a big magazine. It's like a big one. So it's like a big journal publication where it's like, I always give like, I really have like 1 or 2 notes where I'm like, I don't want to talk about this at all. And I guess with big publications, they have to, if they ask it to you, because I said, can you not put that in or whatever? They're like, I'll just put decline to comment because I wouldn't talk about it. And I was like, do you have to even put it in, period? And I guess they do, but everyone else we talk to, they just take it out. You know what I mean?
We would just take it out, I think, if it was like our thing. Too.
Where
I guess
was
it
like,
just depends on.
If I'm like, I don't want to talk about this. Yeah, actually they did, because when you guys came for our closet thing, I think they mentioned something and I was like, could you just cut that out? They did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Anyways, it's fine. Sometimes I can hold my ground, but sometimes I do talk too much and I'm just like, oh my God, why did I talk about all that? It's like, I really do overshare and stuff. And then you don't want to ask them to take it out. Because one time I asked someone to take it out, like a little part out, just like so tiny. There was like a tiny part. And like, we can't do that because it'll look like I don't know. They're like that we support this or whatever. I don't know. It was something that I just didn't want to talk about. And I mentioned it so briefly. And I was like, can you just leave that part? Like, no, because if we take it out, then we look like we're support. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so I don't even like to take it out. I don't want to look like I'm difficult. I'm just like, well, just,
deal with it.
See how it goes, I guess. I don't know. I always get a little nervous when things come out, but I do have a photo shoot for that. This week is booked and busy. We have a guest every week. We're doing the podcast thing double. I do the cover shoot. It's not cover. Actually, I wish it was a cover. It's a big magazine. But it's in print, so we'll go to Barnes & Noble to go get it. Not on Sunday nights. Anyways. Where were we going? Did we have a direction? Or we just spiraled?
We're just transitioning.
Okay.
Yeah. The Groundhog's Day. Oh. Spring is coming.
I never understand this.
Okay, I was going to ask. Yeah. I don't know why I thought you would have an explanation for it.
No.
But
what?
I came here.
Let me tell you why.
I came here hoping you would know why Punxsutawney Phil.
No idea what that is.
That's the name of the groundhog who predicted an early spring because he didn't see his own shadow.
Okay, why? What does that mean?
I don't know. Like, how does he know?
Yeah. And also, how do they know there's no shadow? What if you're standing in his shadow?
Period. And like maybe it's just like the angle of the sun. Like a cloud is just like blocking the sun at that time. Then it's over. Like it's just spring is here.
That's why I think it's BS.
But why is it also like a national holiday? Like I'm so confused by Groundhog's Day.
I think we just need stuff to celebrate because February has a lot. We have like President's Day.
Yeah.
We have Valentine's Day. We have Punxsutawney Phil Day.
Yeah, it's Black History Month as well. I feel like
okay,
yeah, there's just like a lot going on. Maybe we should reel it in though. February is already like packed.
February is a lot. Yeah.
It's not too much.
I feel like Groundhog Day too. Like, why? Remember that movie where Bill Murray keeps waking up and having the same
repeating
day?
It. Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea.
Why is that called Groundhog Day? Because also too, when you have like deja vu or you think you're repeating something, it's like they're like, oh, it's like Groundhog Day. We do the same thing every day. And I'm like, well, why is that Groundhog Day? Why would you do the same thing every day?
Why groundhogs?
I don't know.
That is suspicious.
That should be a gay slang, like an otter and a groundhog.
That is actually so true. What would like a groundhog be? Like bulkier, like maybe a little dirty.
Yeah, someone with a hog. A groundhog. You're like low to the ground. Yeah, like a little bit low to the ground.
Hog is also like, when I see a groundhog, I don't look at it and be like, oh, that's a groundhog. Like, hog makes it seem like more piggy. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a groundhog. Where
I've
do you
only
see them?
seen Punxsutawney Phil.
Oh,
yeah.
But you've never seen one out in the wild.
Like out in the wild, no. I don't think so.
I haven't. We live in the mountains and we never see one.
That is very suspicious.
I think gophers. Are they different?
That's a good question. I have no idea. You're right. I have seen a gopher. This Punxsutawney Phil looks pretty big, though.
What a name.
Gophers are pretty small.
And is it the same guy? The same groundhog?
I did see... The fact that I learned all about Groundhog's Day from Pop Crave is also really unserious.
Pop Crave's news today, and I'll send you this in the thing, was literally Trisha Paytas trending on Twitter. I was like, that's your headline on Twitter?
Well, they also tweeted like Punxsutawney Phil. I guess his bloodline goes all the way to like the 1800s of him predicting the winter or spring.
Oh my God.
I don't get it.
Is it even accurate?
I honestly don't think so. We need a scientist, a zoologist maybe.
Oh my God. Could you imagine interviewing a zoologist? Boring. I mean, no offense to zoologists, but...
It is a superstition, But
So it's not
basically,
real.
when he comes out, the thing with the shadow, it's not really about the shadow. It's more about whether it goes back or not.
Oh.
So when he comes out, if he sees if he sees his shadow, he goes back.
So
And that
that's
means it's
winter?
not yet, something like that. So, but it is a superstition.
Do you want spring early or not? I don't want spring early, I think.
Wait,
I
why?
think winter's so cozy.
I feel like winter's over after Christmas. I'm like, ugh, okay.
I love winter because it's like you can wear huge sweaters and like feel so skinny. That's my favorite part of winter. Like I feel dainty in the wintertime.
It's very true. I actually don't mind being in like a bikini though. I kind of love living my life in a bikini.
That's fierce.
As like self-conscious as I am, I kind of like, but I know what you mean. I hate like shorts and tank tops. Like, oh God, like me in a short and tank top is not cute. I'd rather wear a bikini out in public. Like, I don't know, like they're just not, like shorts are so not flattering. You wear shorts all the time. You look good in shorts. You're always in shorts all winter long.
But I wear like stretchy shorts. Like I don't like wear like a fitted, denim short or something.
They don't write up ever?
Not really. I don't think so.
Mine write up all the time. I'm always pulling them down. Like, it's so weird. Like, I wonder why.
Yeah, that's why like, and it also gets really, really hot here. Like spring gets it goes spring, summer real fast and it gets too hot.
Summer
so.
gets... We have a little bit of June gloom. I like the spring because spring is still pretty cool. Like, it's pretty nice weather out.
I guess.
I know what you're saying about the coziness of winter. I do like it, but I kind of get over it. And I love a little bit of it getting a little warmer. I don't love the like pressure to go outside when it's nice. You know, be like, it's nice out.
It's a
Let's
beautiful
go play.
day.
Yeah, let's go out. It's like, that's this one over here. He's like, let's go to the park. Let's go to the garden. And I'm like, we can still stay inside. Like, we don't have to go out all the time. So I'm glad I'm having a baby in
it's
May.
nice
So
outside.
my summer can be spent inside. I'm like, I have a baby. Can't be in the sun. So it's, I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind our pool days, but I like to be inside.
Me
I like a
too.
little cozy inside. And even in the summer, like read a book inside or something. You know what I
Totally,
mean?
yeah.
What does your summer look like? What do you do?
Business as usual,
Really?
I guess. Yeah, like just working and stuff. It is kind of depressing when you get an adult. Like there's no like summer break or whatever.
You don't have like
know?
a break?
No, not
Never.
really. Mm-mm.
I've never heard of that. I thought, do all jobs not have breaks?
I think people just work all the time. Like you can take a vacation, and I think a lot of people take their vacations in summer, but you don't get like it's not like school where you get like 2 months off or something.
Wow.
You know? It is pretty crazy. Adulthood is wild.
That is crazy, just working nonstop.
Yeah, it just never ends.
Oh my
It's pretty
God.
crazy.
Depressing.
Yeah.
That is. You got to play the lottery.
Yeah.
Go get a lotto ticket tonight. I went out in the rain and I was just like, I got to get this lotto ticket for tonight. I'm going to win it. Speaking of people not knowing, a company that doesn't know about their employees, is Sephora. The $10 million sales bonus.
No.
They hit $10 billion in sales. So, like, to congratulate all our employees, here's like a cookie. And they give them a cookie, a wrap. You haven't seen this?
No.
It's like a wrap cookie. It's like, we made $10 billion in sales this year. Thank you. And all the Sephora employees are just like, how about some paid time off? How about free product? How about a raise? And they just gave them a little cookie to celebrate. And I was like, why would you not do something extra? Like, if that's your big milestone, like, like some paid time off. Here's a couple extra PTO days.
Yeah, that's extra depressing to me.
Right?
I think.
They're
To be
like, here's a cookie.
What the hell?
They're like, we made $10 billion in sales. You're still making shit, but thank you.
And having to deal with kids running around and stealing samples and stuff like that.
Yeah, the drunk elephant.
Yeah.
And Sephora is shady. They've hacked my account. My phone number still, this is so true. I went to Sephora. Like, what's your phone number? I give them my phone number, the phone number I've had for like 15 years. And they're like, oh, and someone else's name on there. They're like, is this you? I'm like, no. They're like, well, we can't change it. I was like, my system, mine was hacked so long ago, my Beauty Insider thing, where all my points were stolen. And I was like, so obviously they hacked the system. This is why I don't give my phone number. I don't give my email. I don't do it to anybody. I'm like, no. And Sephora, of all places, I'm like, you guys hacked my shit. And so there's just this person like using my phone number. I don't know what. Like, I guess maybe they're the one that stole my points or something like that. But Sephora is just like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. And I was just like, you could text me and I could show you that this is my phone number. Like, what the hell? Like, it's so weird. So Sephora's already sketchy and shady to me. But then all this stuff, I was like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I just was like, I don't know. If you're gonna gloat about having like good sales, like reward the people. You know what I mean?
Because like Costco, this is like very random, but Costco like treats their employees really well. Because I always see TikToks about people who work at Costco and love it because they get like the pay is good and the benefits and stuff are good. And I feel like that's what you want to hear about a company.
Yeah.
You want to hear that it's good to the employees.
If you're making good sales, you should hire. I don't know what they make, but I'm sure it's not above much.
I saw recently too, Chick-fil-A, there was like a TikTok about how the discount they get on food doesn't even cover like their lunch, like if they were to eat there. And I'm like, just give them a freaking chicken sandwich.
What?
Like,
they don't get free food?
no, they get like a discount on the food, but it doesn't even cover the full meal.
Yeah, because my mom and sister have always been bartenders their whole life, and they always get a meal when they work. Like, my mom worked at a country club, and she always would get a meal for her with her job. That's so weird.
That's what you would kind of expect.
Chick-fil-A, do better. Damn, that's crazy. That's so insane.
Maybe it was just this one Chick-fil-A. Aren't they like, maybe they're different?
Individually owned?
Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. We'll have to go to your Chick-fil-A and fact check,
my Chick-fil-A is great, and I would love to own that one day. And honestly, one day I will own one of the Chick-fil-A's, and there's a Starbucks on the street. I know we're boycotting Starbucks right now. I get it, but after the boycott's over or whatever, I want to own that one, and I want to pay the employees like $100 an hour because they're just so nice and so good. And then, like, they just deserve it. I don't know. They're nice to every single person. They're just wonderful. Chick-fil-A too, they really are above and beyond over there. So that's like my goal. If I win the lottery, I'm going to buy the Chick-fil-A and the Starbucks. Two very controversial things, but we'll end the controversy. Well, I'll like talk to them or something like that, and then we'll pay them $100 an hour. Sephora, not so much because they've hacked my thing. So I feel bad for the people who got the cookie. I do. But
no, that sucks.
Yeah, I was like, damn, could you imagine? I don't know, like you do all this work on the Patreon. I'm like, here's a cookie. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah,
like, that's
so
wild.
sad.
That's crazy. Even our patrons, we like to go above and beyond. That's why every month I try to give you guys something double the fun in your packages in the mail.
Especially Sephora is so expensive. Like an extra coupon, something,
I know.
right?
A product, like literally, give them a Tom Ford Vanilla Sex or something like that. I went in and got Rare Beauty. I got the spray, the lotion, all stuff like that, like 4 products. And it was like $150 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I really need new makeup because I literally have been using the same makeup since 2019, and I break out every time I put it on.
Wait, really? Oh my God, we can have mine. I literally never use it. Have whatever you want in there. I have a lot of new stuff in there. I haven't used makeup in so long. Sometimes I do when I go out to date, but I was the same way though. I threw out all my makeup. I used to have like so much. We had boxes when we moved in here. You gotta throw it out.
I need to, but I'm also like so cheap about it because it is so expensive.
It's so expensive.
And like I don't wear it that often, like just for this. So I feel like what's the point of spending all that money? And it lasts so long. It's kind of a scam when you think about it because it's so expensive. But they say the shelf life is like really short, like a few months or something before you should throw it out. And no one's ever really gonna go through that much product, like a bottle of foundation. You know?
Oh yeah,
like,
they like to say, "Here's a ton." I guess if you have I have a big face, so I go through a lot of foundation. I guess if you're doing your makeup constantly, maybe you're like caking your face, but it's a scam, much like J-Lo's singing career.
Oh my God, that was the tea. This was a very Trish Paytas story.
I feel like this is so Oscar coded because first of all, you love. Well, how do you pronounce her name?
Ayo Adebri.
First of all, Ayo, I love it. It's like Ayo. I think it's so cute. Ayo Adebri, Irish. I think she is. She's more than Shamrock.
It was a meme that now it's kind of like manifested, kind of like you and King Charles. Like, we just adopted the meme, you know.
Oh, she's not Irish.
No, but now Ireland has like claimed her because the meme went so viral that she was Irish.
Yeah. What was the meme?
That's why I think it's very Trish coded. Randomly, one interview, she just started lying that she would play a donkey in, I think the movie was The Irishman, or a movie like that. She claims,
Shrek?
No, The Irishman.
Oh. I thought you said it was an Irishman. I'm like, is it Shrek? I don't know.
I think it was called The Irishman. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
She just lied for fun that she played a donkey and she talked in an Irish accent.
I love that.
And it just became a meme after that.
Normalize lying for fun, like Sydney Sweeney. We'll talk about that too. I love when people just lie for fun.
Because she did that, it became a meme and it was so funny. So yeah, that's like a harmless little lie like that. Like that's fun.
It's funny.
It's just fun.
And to just make it up like that too is great.
In the middle of an interview.
It's very Sydney Sweeney when she was just like, yeah, I was the Universal Tour Guide and all the Universal Tour Guides like, no, she wasn't.
Yeah.
But I get it. Like, it's just fun. And like, why would she make it up? It's like, and then the tour guides, I love their like defense is like, you have to audition to be a tour guide. And I'm like, she auditioned to be in Euphoria. Like, she can audition. I'm sure she's capable of getting it. But I'm sure there would be like a picture or something of her. But I get it. I lied for fun too. I did audition once for a Disney character for real. I went to the audition, but I like lied and said like they told me I was fat and to get out or something like that. And all the Disney fans were like, they would never say that to you and blah, blah. They just cut me. I just didn't get far, but it was partial lie.
Like a Disney character or like at the theme park?
Yeah, I auditioned to be a Disney character. I went to like one of those auditions and everyone was like tall and thin. And this was like when I was like literally 18 years old. I was like so tan. I was like orange. Like it was crazy. And yeah, they... Like, if you make it past that round, then they put you in a wig. Like, there's so many rounds, I guess. I don't know. I literally went to the first round and got cut immediately. And they said absolutely nothing to me. But I was just like, they called me fat and said I would never be able to be. And all the Disney adults came for me on TikTok, like, this is not true, and blah, blah, blah. But it's just kind of fun. I don't know. Sometimes it's just fun to lie.
I know. Just spicing it up a little bit.
That's what it is. Because so many things are so boring. It's like, and what was the Sydney Sweeney one? It was on Hot Ones.
She was on Hot Ones.
Yeah. But what was the question?
I didn't even see the context of it. I think she was just talking about, like, how, like, hard she's worked and, like, where her come up has been or whatever.
I
how
love
she
it.
started or whatever. And Universal tour guide was what she claimed, which
That's great. It's also like not an entry level job. Like you do have to like
That is
audition.
true.
My mom, true story, was a tour guide. Like, you know, the ones when you're like in line, she's like the usher to usher people through to the tour guide.
God.
Yeah. And she had to wear the shirt. And I remember visiting her. It was during King Kong. They had a King Kong denim shirt. And it had to put like your favorite Universal movie. And hers said Jaws. I'm like, Mom, have you ever seen Jaws? She's like, no. And I was like, why is that
the first one she thought of?
Yeah,
maybe?
she's like, well, it's the only Universal movie I saw. And she used to be that person that like ushered people through. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. So I guess then that way you could exaggerate and be like, I was a tour guide, because that's so much cool. I mean, that's so much cooler. Shout out to the ushers too, honestly. That's a thankless job, you know?
It is funny though, like it's just so random. Like what was going through her mind? I guess she just needed something like cute and quirky.
Cute and quirky, that's it. Yeah.
Everyone loves a little tour guide. They're always funny. They have jokes. They're like,
right.
They wear like little hats and polo shirts.
Yeah,
like,
I do. You could be a tour guide with
think
your little hat.
They get me every time. Every time I go on the little trams, they always crack me up.
Oh, so funny. Yeah. I think they're the funniest people. I always wanted to do it too. We got our private tour. Like, it's cool. VIP Universal's kind of everything. I'm not going to lie. Way less cheaper than Disney. Like, it was literally like a sixth of the cost. They give you your own little trolley.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen those?
When you work at Universal, they put you on like a little private tour as like your orientation. So I did one once.
Oh.
Yeah, on the red tram,
so cool.
little trolley tram thing.
Oh my God, what a flex. Yes, they take you around, then they let you get off. Like, we got off at Jaws, we got off at like Desperate Housewives, and they just like let you get off and like do whatever you want. I'm like, wow, I feel so VIP. And the tour guides are so funny on there. They're on that one too. I love a tour guide. I love the tram ride at Universal more than anything, because it's just like sitting for an hour. It's so much walking at amusement parks, and it's just so nice to just sit and just like relax. It's always my favorite part, and I love it. They do such a good job. I love all the attractions. It's amazing. We love it. I always wanted to be a tour guide. I think I have some pictures of tour guides. I'll put it in the B-roll. I think I have some pictures. This poor editor is like, oh my God, there's so much B-roll. Yeah, I shout at them. But the VIP is worth it for sure. You get your own little private trolley. But yeah, I think that's a good place to start if you're gonna like lie. I think to be like, yeah, I started. I did lie. Actually, in the interview tomorrow, they asked me about. It's so funny. It hasn't been brought up in so long. They're like, oh, about being an embalmer. Okay, I did work at a funeral home. This is a true story. But I was like an assistant to the makeup artist. So I didn't even do the makeup really. I was just like there to like assist and like clean and whatever. But I think the story spiraled into me being like an embalmer, and I kind of went with it. And so now they're out. I think it was even on Jay Leno. I think I posted it the other day. It's me and the screen, and Jay Leno asked people if I worked at a proctologist office, if I'm an embalmer, or if I'm something else. Like one of them was real, right? And I think it said embalmer. And I was just like, it's kind of spiraled. And then you know what? This is what's scary about liars is sometimes you start believing it. Like I'm like, totally, I think I was, but then they were asked. Like I saw in the questions, and I'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't mind. Like I really don't mind because whatever, own up to it. But I was just like, when people would ask me like, what's the process of embalming? And then I remember I used to Google like formaldehyde or something. Like I'd Google like terms, and I was like, oh my God, I actually feel like I started believing that I was the actual embalmer on these dead bodies. And I would hear stories from embalmers that would come in about bodies waking up, like sitting erect, you know what I mean? Like if you push on something, they can like come up or something. Yeah, so I would like hear these stories. I did not see them, but yeah, and then I just like I'm an embalmer now at 18. But it's just fun. Anyways, I love that these cool girls are making it normal to just like, yeah, I'm Irish. Okay, whatever, it's cool. Okay, so AO?
Yes.
AO called J-Lo a scam years ago in a podcast, was it?
Yeah.
And the whole internet's on her side, and I love that.
I know. I mean,
J-Lo is a scam.
It is. That's why it was like, she even had to address it. So, ironically, the timing was pretty crazy because she was hosting SNL, and J-Lo was the musical performer at SNL the day before TMZ like got this little podcast clip, resurfaced it, and posted it. So she kind of had to address it like in one of the skits. She was like, I will not talk about people anymore. I'm not going to leave mean comments, and I'm going to be smarter about what we say in podcasts or whatever. Yeah. And that was like incorporated in the skit. I'm like, girl, you didn't have to say anything. That's what everyone's saying. We all got it.
But that's also my fear. It's like one day I'm hosting SNL and there's someone I talk shit. It's like Dixie D'Amelio is the musical guest or something like that. It's like, oh shit, we got to relive this again. But it'd be cute. I feel like our promo would be like me holding a snail and then Dixie just went or something like that. You know what I mean? I think it'd be kind of a cute thing.
That would be camp.
Yeah, it'd be camp. So I love it. And then did you see the clip? It was going around TikTok of J-Lo. I guess like her raw vocals aired on the live version.
I saw this, yes, and she was not hitting a note.
She's
honey.
like, ooh, and then they did the auto tune after, and I was like, wow. So I mean, she is kind of a scam then. Look, no shade because like so many people auto-tune and stuff. And like J-Lo's a good performer. She's a good dancer, an actress like that. She sings okay. Like she's not like a bad singer, but kind of a scam where she like people think she's like this great singer and stuff like that, you know? So she didn't say a lie, really.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it all wasn't that untrue. And maybe it was a little exaggerated, sure, but there was seated in some truth. I was like, you know.
I love when the internet also just like gets behind it. Like she was like the problematic one in the situation, but everyone's just like, yeah. I was like, actually, you're right. Like, actually, don't apologize.
It was funny. At the end of the day, like her delivery was so funny that it's like, you were laughing with her, chuckling, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I think that's her spirit, though, is there's like no like malice or like bad intentions from her.
She's
so
very sweet.
That's why people can laugh at the Irish. Oh, she's so funny. It's Irish, but Sydney Sweeney is like, no, you weren't a Universal tour guide. Gets so mad at it, you know. It is funny the difference how we treat different people in the media and stuff like that. But also it's on them. It's her energy is great, so people give her good energy back. Not to say Sydney Sweeney's in it, but I feel like Sydney Sweeney is a victim of the what would you call it? Like just not great at interviews, like, you know, where she's showing her side, where it's like the rom-com she was on and everyone thought she was flirting with her co-star.
Oh, yeah.
She just kind of like has that a little bit on. I like her. I think she's beautiful. I'm obsessed with her Mew Mew campaigns, but it's just like she has a little bit of unlikability.
I think it's the pretty girl curse. You know what I mean? Like, yes, pretty, it's a big privilege, but with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
And sometimes like, if you're that pretty, you can just come across like trying to be too like relatable, quirky. It's like, you can't relate to me. You're too pretty.
Right,
you know?
right.
The people like us.
First of all, I have the pretty privilege too. I have the pretty curse.
No, but you,
I'm kidding.
We have like, we like innately want to hate on the pretty girls. I used to be like that.
Oh yeah,
you
for sure. No,
are
still
recovering. Yeah.
My sister told me something the other day, and she's like, "Oh, they're cute together," and I was like, "I think I'm just a hater on her." I don't know. I do suffer from that, from sure. I feel like I want to be on the pretty girl side, especially now with like young TikTokers and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, team pretty girl, but then there's some too that you just want to be like hard on because you're just like,
Yeah, I definitely have my moments sometimes. I'm like reformed, I think, because I think I used to be harder on girls, especially like when you stand one girl, you want to hate on all the other ones.
Oh,
you know,
for sure, yeah.
I definitely had that phase. Like when Taylor was beefing with Katy Perry, I'm like, oh, I hate Katy Perry. You know,
wow.
It's like, which is so dumb, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm still reformed, but like when I was hating on Olivia Jade for a second because of Jacob Elordi, I was like, oh, girl, like pull yourself out of it. Like,
yeah, for sure. I know it is like one of those things where you're just like, I don't know.
But Sydney Sweeney, like that girl is working. Like she is a spokesperson for just about anything.
Yeah. Oh, everything.
Like she's books.
Do you think she's going to come back to Euphoria?
I don't know. I'm very concerned about Euphoria because I'm like, who would? They're
gonna have to do a whole new cast like High School Musical.
They have to reboot or something.
Yeah, because like Jacob Elordi, is he gonna come back at like 30,
yeah.
being like that guy?
But speaking of, did you see the tea with Jacob Elordi that just happened?
Did he get arrested or something?
Yeah,
or was interrogated?
I think charges were pressed against him. Let me get the exact.
Wait, what did he do?
He was under police investigation.
For what?
In Australia, he allegedly assaulted a producer on a radio show.
Recently?
Yeah, I think this just happened. Let me get the exact
Ooh.
quotes. It is kind of like...
I don't like the hotheadedness of it. I don't like a hothead. I don't like someone who can throw
I know,
down.
it goes against the baby girl reputation that he was.
No longer baby girl.
Let's see. Okay, so this producer had like was doing like a little bit with Jacob Elordi and was like talking about the like bathwater scene, and he was like filming, and then the story is like it's kind of hard to decipher, so I'm just trying to get through it. But basically, the producer was recording it, and then Jacob had asked him to stop recording, and then the producer says, "I'm not going to stop recording because I feel uncomfortable right now, and this is the only evidence." And then he said, Jacob kind of just flips and he pushes me against the wall and has his hands around my throat. So I'm confused about how it escalated from like the Saltburn bit to Jacob like allegedly pinning him to the wall and stuff.
And him feeling uncomfortable. Like, why was he uncomfortable?
That part is missing. Like, I'm not like missing a part reading it. Like, it's just not in the statement. It's all kind of confusing. So
yeah, something more to it for sure.
Yeah, it's very odd. But I will say, just with the charges, like Popgrave tweeted this, and like all the replies are, okay, that's kind of hot. Like, no,
oh
like,
my God.
I mean, probably is, but like, no, we can't.
You can't do no wrong. I know. But like, if it was like Austin McBroom or something, everyone would be canceling him. You know,
true.
They'd be like, how dare he? You know what I mean? Yeah, there's definitely more to that story
There
for
has
sure.
to be, yeah.
But it is the worst when you're like famous and then it's like Sean Penn like back in the 80s, you know, like when you put your hands on like a paparazzi or something and then you're the one that gets in trouble even though they like I'm sure it was the reporter that did something that pissed off Jacob Elordi. Like there's no way there was like a skit happening and he just was like pushing him all of a sudden.
Yeah, something definitely instigated
I wonder what it was. And there's no well there has to be footage because he recorded all of it.
The producer recorded it, but yeah, as of right now, it all just literally happened this morning. So as of right now, Jacob's team hasn't said anything, and there's not more information other than there is an investigation, and the police in Australia are looking into it.
I feel like the police in Australia are like not real police.
I've never seen an Australian policeman.
They don't have like weapons, right?
I have no idea.
I know. I think it is. I think they can't carry anything.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, what are they going to do then? You know what I mean? But I could be wrong. I either getting this confused with England or Australia. But I think no one can carry anything. So there was like attacks back. It was always like knife attacks and stuff because people can't carry like a weapon. I don't know. Although then I wonder, what if the bad guy gets the, you know, like in the movies, what if they get a hold of the police officer's weapon?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a thing about this girl. I'm on this weird side of TikTok again, where she was kidnapped by a guy and he held her like underground for like 10 days or something like that. And she went one day, she finally got his weapon. And she put it to his like head or whatever, and it like didn't work. It like the safety was on or something.
No.
Something happened where it didn't work, and I was like, oh shit! And then the guy got pissed, and she ended up getting saved. I think the helicopters. Oh, she got his phone one night and was able to text her mom, and like helicopters came.
I remember this story.
Yeah, it was crazy. She was just like a girl coming home, and he said he had like this fake sheriff's badge, and he said, "Oh, you know, your brother's with us, like come with us." And she was like willingly went in his car. But God, I'm on this like weird side of TikTok where all these like little people are getting kidnapped. It's very sad. But she survived. That's good. I always like the survivor stories because I'm like, at least they give you some insight of.
Yeah.
And she pretended to like him. That was the thing too that kind of saved her life. She goes, it was only 10 days. I mean, 10 days is a lot, obviously, when you're kidnapped. But she started flipping it where she was telling him that she loved him, and so he started trusting her a little more. So he would like take her outside, and he would like sleep, and she would sleep next to him in the bed rather than like tied up. So that's how she was able to like do all that stuff. Which I'm like, what a smart girl. She was like 14. I was like, wow, that's so smart. And then, yeah, she got saved. I was like, that is... Actually, the police said, they're like, she saved herself. We didn't even save her because she was able to, like, get out. Oh, because he ended up fleeing. He asked her, he's like, what should I do? The cops are, you know, the helicopter circulating. She was like, I love you so much. Like, I don't want them to get you. Like, you should flee so they don't get you, whatever. And then he did. And she was able to just escape and get out herself, which I'm like, so smart. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
There's a lot of not a lot, but, like, Elizabeth Smart, remember that case? Yeah. That was another one where she kind of had to, like... manipulate or
you have to like play along,
yeah.
like you have to go with it. That one shakes me so much. That was like 9 months, right? She was gone.
A long time,
and she was like in the woods of her backyard, like basically this whole time.
Yeah,
and they like covered her. Did she have babies? Did she get pregnant or anything? No, 9 months. I guess she couldn't probably have babies.
No, I don't think she did.
I think that Cleveland one where the girls were in the basement in Cleveland. Remember
that?
Yeah. And the girl had a baby, and the baby was like living with them for like 9 years down there. That story is the wildest. There was a movie that I think Taryn Manning was in. And oh my God, they were down there for like 16 years or something like that. Like one of the girls, and she had a baby. There's like 3 of them. Oh my God, crazy. And it was just like they were in their hometown and wild. Mm-hmm. It's so scary. That's so scary. It's like the sad. I don't like. That's why I don't like true crime. I don't like watch it. I just like skip it. I'm like, but they suck me in sometimes. I watch a story. I'm like, okay, if there's a happy ending, and luckily all those girls got rescued, but. Still, it's like you go through so much trauma. Like, it's just, I can't.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't like to. We're not a true crime podcast. You could have a true crime. What would your true crime podcast be called?
Oh, that's a good question. Maybe like Behind the Tape, like the police tape.
Ooh, yeah. Is that one out there?
It probably is one.
No,
it's kind
I
of
don't
like
think
generic.
so.
Watch someone steal it now.
We should bleep it. That's so good. You should copyright it.
But I'd be bad at. I feel like I'd be bad at like narrating true crime because you have to know so many details and like specifics, and you have to have the paperwork and all that stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, to get like a detail off in a true crime.
Yeah,
would be, like,
we
awful.
kind of riff. Like we get like 80% of it, and then
like 50%. I think something like
let
this
us know
happened.
in the comments, and then let us know in the comments.
Right, the
True,
comments.
yeah.
There are fact checkers for us. The comments will definitely let us know. It's good to see you over there.
By the way, with Jacob Elordi, he was he was outside of the hotel, and I think it wasn't an interview.
Oh, that's what it was.
So the guy approached him and was like, "Hey, can we have your bath water for somebody's birthday, something?" And he saw that he was filming. He's like, "Are you filming this? Are you kidding me?" And then,
oh wait, really? That's it?
It wasn't during. an interview. He was just approached outside.
He said, "Are you filming?" And then he popped him. He like pushed him or what?
Yeah, I mean, basically, he was upset that not only was confronted with this silly question, it was filmed.
That makes more sense, like an ambush.
Yeah, the guy is
Yeah.
a producer from a radio show, so it's not like...
That is crazy about paparazzi too. Like people who just, it's like they're not even paparazzi. They're literally filming with their iPhone. You know, like the people who are the ones we got paparazzi by. Like, what are they called? What's that one called?
Hollywood Fix?
Oh yeah,
or-
like Hollywood Fix. It's literally a guy with an iPhone, and it's basically like a forced collab, just so he can put in the title. Like Trisha Paytas talks about Gabby, Hannah, David Dobrik, whatever, because they ask you all these questions, and I'm just like, that's wild. You can just go up to someone on the street and just like force the collab on them. Like it's crazy. That guy that sings to people was in LA. I think I missed it. We were trying to meet up and have him sing to me, but
Oh shoot!
I know it felt like a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's like how do I get there?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. I was supposed to thought I haven't checked my DMs in like weeks, and I
DM'd
forgot.
him
Oh, you
because
did?
his
Okay.
Jacob Elordi one where he sings to Jacob Elordi has like 12 million views,
Yeah.
and he tagged me in that one, like in the caption, like when can I sing? And I really wanted to, because the As in Rain one was so funny, where she's like walking backwards. Like, did you see that one? He's like singing, and she's like falling. I was like, what is this? Like, this is planned? Because it was gonna be planned. I really wanted him to, but it just, I'm so far from LA, so like to get in
Yeah.
there and it'd be weird if I just like come to our Ralph's here. Or something. I don't know. It's like weird, but I really wanted to. He's singing like World Class Sinner to everyone lately. The one from The Idol, like literally to like random people like Olivia Jade, and so I'm just like, this is a weird song you're singing to people. I love it though. And I think that's what he wanted to do. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think he's here anymore, but
Next time.
maybe. I don't want to make any promises. I don't want to be.
We'll attempt. I know. Yeah, that would have been fun.
Who was out here? Oh, our last guest, Kayla, was talking about someone who like ghosted her. Said, yeah, like come to LA, we'll do a collab, and then it didn't happen. And I was like, oh yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, well, shout out Jacob Elordi. I like him. That's what I'm saying. I feel like we're easier on him because he's cute.
I know.
You know?
And also, the story just seems very dicey anyway, so I'm like kind of withholding any.
If he got ambushed,
Judgment,
I get
really.
it. And sometimes a push is just a push. You know what I mean? Like, especially if someone's in your space. That is what's crazy too, is when people get so close to you, it's like you physically like can't move. Like, I mean, it hasn't happened to me. I've just seen other people where they're like, you know, hit me. And the person's like so close. And then the minute they kind of like push back, it's like, oh my God, they pushed me or whatever. Like, you know, it's like, what do you do if someone's like in your space, you know?
There's like extremes though, because Timothy Chalamet, like after the Golden Globes, Selena Kylie thing, like a girl from TMZ was following him, and he just kind of like was laughing and was like, how did you know it was here? Like he was kind of just like walking, and obviously he was annoyed, you can tell, but he was kind of just like trying to get away, you know? And I feel like that's a classy way to go about it. But then the same girl followed Kanye, I think last week.
Oh, yeah,
You see
yeah,
that? And I feel like that
yeah.
was like too far. He like,
Yeah.
the reporter from TMZ was like following him, asking him questions, and then he just like took her phone and screamed at her in the middle of the street. I think that's like, you know.
Kanye is scary. I'm surprised the Kardashians haven't like done something to like control him. You know what I mean? Like they're so
Yeah.
controlling of their whole like image and stuff. It's like, how do they not reel him in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know what you could do for that, but I'm sure they could do something.
Yeah. It's because that was like,
No,
that was wild.
He's a little unhinged,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Don't
to the
come for
least.
me. I get scared to talk about certain people, and I was like, oh my God, Kanye. He just seems a little unhinged.
Yeah. And we are in beef too, our podcast beef too. That was another thing. We were.
Did you watch it?
I watched a clip.
I didn't see any.
I saw a short clip because I was like,
Was it
okay.
bad or?
I don't think it was that bad.
I was in the title. Was it talking about BFFs? Is that the beef for him?
Yes, we're in. Moses, did you watch BFFs when Dave was talking about us?
Oh.
It came up, I mean, it was for 1 second because I was doing something and I just put it on for a second. And it was so boring. I just had to turn it off.
Oh my
That's kind
God!
of what I
Don't get
did
us in the
too.
beef.
No, not beef, but it's just like, it's like the old man talking to some young kids that are trying to like, and they're like, oh, you're getting beef with everyone. It's like, I don't know what's happening. It's like, it was just, there was nothing to watch.
It is definitely, I think, for like young. It must be for like kids, right?
Everything I know about Dave Portnoy has been against my will. I just learned about him when I came here via you and then the
Really?
Cancel Girls. I had no idea who he was.
Really?
I think I was more at peace before I knew who he was. You could put a gun to my head and have him in a lineup of other middle-aged white men and say which one is Dave Portnoy. I would say it's the end. Like,
Really?
it would be the death of me for sure. Literally the first time I like had to look at his face was when I made the thumbnail for Patreon. I had to Google Dave Portnoy and I saw his face.
Brooke loved that thumbnail, by the way. She
oh, did
DM'd
she?
me. Like, this is a great thumbnail. Just her heart. Everyone else, like, X'd out. Your thumbnail was great for
We're
that.
being a little silly goofy on
You said
Patreon.
that. You're like, it's a little wacky. I was like, okay. The thumbnails are great. That's worth the Patreon alone. That's the price
true.
and admission.
Yeah, it's fun over there. But I really don't know much about any of the BFFs. And I know Barstool affiliates, because I know BFFs isn't Barstool technically, I guess. I don't know.
Right, but they're all in Barstool. Like, Brianna has one in Barstool.
Yeah.
And obviously, Dave.
I just found out who Josh was last week when you told me.
Yeah, Josh has been out there for a while, too.
I
didn't know much about Dave either. He is, though, like, I mean, I do find him, like, I don't watch the podcast, but just in general, he seems kind of charming. Like, on his TikTok, he was, like, holding this baby, and he doesn't have kids. He doesn't like to hold babies. And this woman's like, hold my baby. He's like, I guess. And he's just, like, so awkward with the baby. And I'm like, there's some charm to him. In, like, the same way David Dobrik, like, has charm. You know what I mean? Like, you get why people are into it. I didn't watch it. I didn't see it. I just saw it as in the title. I got excited because, like Drew Monson said, it's like you kind of get excited when, like, people still use you for clout, right? It's kind of like, wow, they think this is their headline story. That's going to get we use Tana, we use Brooke. They're going to get the views. But it's like, wow, someone's using me as, like, their headline. I was like, I think it still was as of, like, yesterday I saw it. I was like, I bet they're going to change this because, like, that's not a good, like, get them sort of thing. I didn't watch it. But the title was Does Trisha Paytas Hate Dave Portnoy?
Yeah.
And we'll just say, like, I'll like pretend that they said really great things about us, and I'll be like, no, I don't. I don't hate anybody. I've always said this. I always like Dave. I don't know if they were being mean to us. He's always been nice to me.
I don't think the clip I saw, they weren't mean, but he was just really going in on how you said people don't really admire Dave, like, unless you're like a little boy from Nantucket or something. He was really harping on that one line that you said. Yeah.
Well, I mean, does anyone admire him? I don't think anyone, like, it's like me. I don't think anyone admires me. No one's like, Trisha's an admirable role model. Look up to her. Like, I definitely don't think that's anybody with Dave Portnoy. He was mad about him.
He was kind of going
Defensive?
in about that too. Yeah, I would say.
I mean,
and then they were like, "Oh, they didn't even watch the clip." No, I'm not gonna watch.
No,
BFFs.
still didn't watch it. Just saw the title.
And then it cuts to me. It's like, who's this guy? And I'm like, well, I still say the same thing about Dave. Who is that guy? I don't know either. So it's mutual.
Right. It is kind of like, I get nervous about that part too. Cause, like, I love you on the podcast and Mo's is so opinionated. I'm always like, oh, I don't want people to be mean to you guys. I get it being mean to me, but, you know, if someone's like mean to you guys, I'm like, no, they're so sweet.
That's probably like the least. Like, usually I'm like pretty precarious. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get in beef with this one. That one, I'm like,
I feel like you don't care at all to get in beef with people. You don't mind ever with the drama channels because they kind of came for you for a little bit at the beginning. Remember?
Oh yeah,
you were like in the thumbnails and stuff.
But that was kind of the same thing as you said though. Like, especially me, I'm like, putting me in a thumbnail. No one's gonna be like, oh, what's the tea there? You know what I mean? Like, at least put you and then like refer to me.
Right.
Like,
the drama channels don't even put me in the thumbnails anymore. And I waited for this day for so long to happen. I'm kind of like, what happened? Am I not? Part of me thinks, okay, this is how I like can like reverse everything. I'm like, ooh, they're like, oh man, Trisha finally has succeeded in life. We can't, like, let's not talk about her anymore. Maybe people will ignore her or whatever like that. But it's like I've just become more, you know, popular now that they stop talking about me. Adam still puts me in his thumbnails, but I think he's nice. I don't know. I think the general tone of Adam is nice to me. Hopefully, I don't know, but I don't see it like Rich Lux or there's other ones I can't remember, but I think even not to even be anything. Ooh, who's the guy on Drag Queen that wears the crown like Rich Lux?
Oh, Megami.
Megami, yeah. I always get Rich Lux vibes with that crown. I'm
Same. That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, I was like, that's not the branding you want to do.
Yeah, it's like so iconic to Rich that it's like. But maybe Megami just doesn't know, I guess.
Maybe Megami started it. Maybe Rich took it from Megami.
True. I guess
because Rich, didn't he take a lot of drag slang that kind of made it his own? Like, what was the one? He had like a fan.
Oh, yeah.
He'd always do like drag the house, boots the house down or something. Like,
it is
slay the house down. I don't know. Clock. I don't know. Anyways, he'd always say something.
That's true. But I guess like at that point though, like, even if Megami was doing it first, like, it's more iconic for Rich Lux, so you got to let it go. You know, we got to find something new. At that point, you know,
yeah. When someone else does it, like, they made
better,
it, or bigger, anyways.
Bigger, yeah.
Poor Megami.
Yeah.
Just can't catch a break on that show.
I know.
She's lasting though.
Yeah, I'm saying everyone, and I'm everyone because I for sure thought she was gonna go home. Oh, is this our RUCAP segment?
I don't know. Every hour BFFs.
Yeah,
what else is there to
more
say?
interesting
Really?
than BFF.
Yeah, were they in our thumbnail? Did we put them in our thumbnail?
No, just the Patreon one.
Behind a paywall.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so funny the beefs we get in. I saw someone on TikTok say, like, I love that they're like they're reacting to Trisha Paytas reacting to their reacting to TANA.
Yes, and that's what we were saying in that Patreon episode too. Before we even knew about the BFFs one, we were saying literally like how that's like our nightmare is that it's like a reaction to a reaction. Now we're reacting to their reaction, and it's just like, oh my god.
Now we're in
like,
beef with them.
They
It's just
better subscribe to Patreon to know what's up.
yeah, subscribe. But I wish we were like in beef with like Joe Rogan or someone a little bigger, so that way we get more views. You know what I mean? I just wish it was. We'll take it, but but I bet Dave Portnoy doesn't do a rude recap on his show.
That's true. I doubt that.
Only we are the recap. Who was on Trixie's pit stop this last week with the wig?
Oh, Maddie Morphosis.
Everyone hated that wig.
I know.
Why? People were mad. People were so
know.
mad. I thought kind of everything.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it was just so like big. Like it was just big, and I think that's kind of fun. Yeah, it's just so like outlandish.
I think I don't like Dawn this season because they're giving me Trixie knockoff vibes.
Oh, because the makeup?
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to be Trixie, but like let's make it Elf or something. You know what I mean?
It's like Trixie's makeup is very popular. I guess that goes back to the argument of like when like who's doing it more iconically or whatever. You kind of have to pivot, find something new. But at least I feel like Dawn makes it more elfy though, and that kind of makes her more unique. And she's a Swiftie, so I have to stand by her side.
Oh my god, Dawn is, yeah. Well. Anyways, not my queen this year, but no, the queens that won this competition, I was like so surprised. I was like, wow, oh my god, their outfits were like the worst on the runway, but then they won their challenge. I was like, wow, good for them for making it through.
And this is I guess, Drag Race spoiler alert. We'll be discussing. But yeah, with the girl groups, the second they made the groups, and I saw it was like Megami, Geneva Carr, Nymphia.
Oh yeah.
It just seemed like the Motley Crue, and I was like, oh my god, they're done for. You
know, for sure. The last pick, when they started crying with the last pick, I started crying. I was like, oh my god, yeah, you guys are the last pick group, and I get it. That's crazy. But then they really killed it. They really crushed it. Oh, who was the choreographer? The one that's always really quiet, and Rue's always like, you're quiet. No, I'm not. Yeah, but this killed it. Crushed it. They were making fun of her when she was choreographing. They're like, they're so quiet.
Whispering with the ASMR.
I feel like it's an ASMR song.
And oh yeah, Megami. So she actually was the one that wrote Nymphia's like verse. So she like had like a big reason to do why they won. But everyone was hating on Megami. That's why I kind of felt bad after like seeing the tweets and stuff. Like, hey, let me not hate on this girl. But yeah, going into it, I honestly thought I'm like, oh, someone from that group is going home. You know? But my poor sister, Amanda
I
Tori.
know. Were you so sad?
It was 2 in a row of me losing on Drag Race. Mirage and then Amanda. Team Oscar is really whittling down over there.
Yeah, don't say who you like anymore. They'll be going home next week. And I'm like, oh no. I mean, Amanda Tori's outfit was crazy. That little egg thing, I was like, it was wild.
It was wild.
For like a kitty cat theme.
Maybe you are the traitor.
Oh, right. You're sending all the people home. We're so into it right now. If you can't tell, we binged it. Oscar would be the traitor, sending all of them home. That is true. You said you loved a mandatory meeting.
I know. That's my soldiers are just falling.
But she was like, it is interesting because like lip sync wise, like I feel like she was better. Mm-hmm. But I think that's why it doesn't really matter really how you lip sync.
I think her Q's track record was just so good that to like send her home
over
and
a lip sync
was so like. It just wasn't great in comparison, you know? It was just like, how could you? You know what I mean? Unless it's like a Mirage where you don't know the words, then it's like you have no choice but to send.
Right. But did you see someone Stan Twitter did find Cher not knowing the words?
Yes,
and
that
I was
same
like,
song.
So like Cher just cosplaying this, and I like love that. I was like, if Cher doesn't know the words to her song, then like they should catch her break.
Mirage, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it is interesting. She went home. She lip sync Q. Who's your favorite of the week?
I kind of think, I mean, I loved Nymphia, but like Megami Ghost wrote her verse, so it's I guess Megami by proxy, I guess, but also Nymphia's like Runway I liked a lot as well.
And her performances are good, and
yeah. And then I also like Plain Jane a lot too. She looked really good.
Really?
Yeah.
But she's mean.
I know.
And not funny, because we're watching season 6 at the same time as season 16. So we're like going back and forth between the two. And like Bianca is like so like catty and fun and like mean. Like she definitely like goes in for the thing, but just so funny. And Plain Jane doesn't have the jokes. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally. And that's why it's like very divisive on if like Plain Jane is a good villain or just like mean, you know, kind of like a Gia Gunn was like mean, but also just so funny that it's like,
yeah, I think it's to be funny with it.
You know what I mean? You have to be like a little likable, but
I mean, Plain Jane's pretty.
Yeah.
So she's got the pretty and the mean. She's like the Regina George, I guess. Yeah. She's like pretty and mean at the same time. I I don't even know her name. Is it Saphira?
Oh, Saphira.
Saphira. That's my favorite.
She is really great.
So good. I feel like all her stuff is so unique. And I'm like, how does she not win? Like, all her stuff is so good, so unique. She's my favorite this season.
Yeah.
And I think she should win. But it'll probably be like Nymphia or something like that.
Yeah. I have my top, I guess, would be like Saphira, Nymphia. I think Plain Jane would get like top 4 almost.
She has creative outfits. She does. I like her little gas mask outfit.
I thought Q would get to the top, but that girl cannot really dance or move that much.
I was shocked. I was
so
so shocked how bad. I was like, wow. I thought that was like a big part of drag queen, but
yeah,
she's a good sewer,
yeah.
which is also a key part about being drag, I guess.
And then who else? It's hard for me to like, what's her name? The theater girl. I keep forgetting her name.
Oh,
the Barbara.
Plasma,
yeah.
I like her. She's annoying, but
same. She's annoying, but she was also so good in that little girl group.
Yeah,
remember?
no,
she was like giving Lady Gaga.
So talented. I feel like everything she does is like really good, but she's definitely like Rachel Berry vibes, where you're just like,
so Rachel Berry,
I was like, okay, you're doing it too much. But I love her. I think she is really good too. You could just tell she was always like the one that was like people were annoyed by, like no one ever liked, and she's just trying so hard to prove herself.
Remember that story of like Lady Gaga singing Wicked and like people were trying to just eat their sandwich?
Oh yeah, it's very that.
Yeah.
But
that is plasma
I think
vibes.
she's self-aware of that, though.
That people find her annoying.
No, to annoy. I think she's self-aware of going the further, like when you need to stop, keep going. I think
you think she's aware?
Yeah, you can see when the Barbara Streisand thing
Yeah.
happened. Yeah, she just kept going and going.
Moses loves the show. He asked me to pause it. I know he likes the show when he's like, pause it. He didn't want to miss like the good parts. I was like, you want me to pause this, but not Traitors? Like Traitors, when like this last episode with Dan talking about whatever, he's like, he didn't want me to pause that. I'm like, this is the good part. I'm gonna pause it. Like this is what you need to watch. But RuPaul is like, they're just sewing. He's like, pause it. I was like, okay. You know what we noticed too? It's funny. I think you talked about this watching the seasons, like juxtaposing them. Like we watched season 6 and season 16, is how much like more lively and involved Rue was back then.
Yeah.
Like he was in there, he's dressed in costume, he's making jokes, and like the new seasons, he's just like couldn't be more removed from everybody, couldn't care less, couldn't ask like less questions. It's so weird.
Yeah, like Rue was a part of like the challenge or the creative process when they were doing the challenges back in like those earlier seasons. But now, I mean, because it's A, he's just so rich now, B, they have so many seasons that you kind of, he's just not like as involved. I don't even think he knows most of their names, to be honest.
He didn't even know Jinx Monson's name. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He's like, this one. I was like, Jinx, who's been on like Broadway. Like even I didn't even watch her season, and I know who she is. I was like, how do you not know her name? And what did he ask? What's your name? Did he say that? I feel like I was like, what? That's wild.
It was crazy.
I think at that point, like you might want to retire. I mean, you have enough money, just retire. If you can't remember the names of your queens, like. That's
Hang
bad.
up, I guess. Yeah.
Especially a big one. I mean, she's huge. It's like not knowing like Trixie or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Wild
that's
to
the thing, I
me.
think he thinks he's above everyone. Like it's more about taking himself so seriously,
Yeah.
like so much higher than everyone.
I don't like it. I love that Santino's not on anymore. I can't stand that judge in the first. Oh my God, he was like so mean.
Terrible.
It's terrible, so mean. Had no like constructive criticism.
Just a hater.
Hater for sure. I'd rather have Ross any day. Ross gives me good vibes.
At least he's positive.
Yeah, I like that. I think he's cute. Khloe Kardashian was on. She looked so different in season 6. I was like, oh my God. They had better judges back then, like guest judges. Because it's like hard up. You have to find people, new people.
And back then, I feel like everyone looking back is a good judge, but then they're like more famous now than they were back then. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah, like Chloe, I feel like is so much more
Was
famous
she not that
now.
big back
Ariana,
then?
when she first guest judged, was not as famous as she was
Really?
now.
Oh, I didn't know.
A lot of them were like not as huge.
Adam
so.
Lambert was on. He was pretty big.
Yeah.
I love Adam Lambert. I wish he'd come on ours.
Don't you know who is it? You
I know Gigi,
someone.
who knows Adam Lambert.
Yeah. I was like, I feel like you know a lot of people.
No, I don't know anyone
Jeremy
else.
know Adam Lambert?
He knows David Archuleta.
No, he was at like Adam Lambert's like
really?
birthday party or something.
He would. Jeremy knows everyone. He knows the Meghan Trainor. He knows like everybody. Yeah, he might. I feel like definitely. He knows Lance Bass.
Yeah.
He's pretty connected. I DM'd Lance Bass. He never got back to me. Yeah, I'm being left unseen by Lance. That's so sad. Justin Timberlake's getting canceled.
Which, oh my God, the most annoying man ever. Like,
which part? There are so many. Did you see the dancing or the non-apology?
the non-apology part really sent me.
Yeah.
Because Britney giving him grace, being like, I really like Justin Timberlake's new song. And then the next day, Justin be like, if you think I'm going to apologize, I'm not going to apologize.
To no one. Yeah, like no one. I was like, what? Yeah. And then she's like, you want to take it to the court? Or are you going to cry about it to your mom? Like last time. I was like, what? And I love that she took it back. It's like good for her.
Yeah.
Justin's so cringy, and I hate that they're trying to make him come back. But there was clips of his performance. I don't know where he was recently on TikTok. It was one he was doing "Sexy Back," and it's like the most cringy dancing I've ever seen in my life. And I was just like, how is anyone like a fan of this? Like, it's so cringy to me because I used to be such a Justin Timberlake fan. I'm just like, ooh, like, and so it gives me a bad taste with all NSYNC songs. I'm just like, bleh.
Yeah.
They all were like kind of ick, and like Backstreet Boys would never. They have never had like a I don't want to say this. Maybe they did, but I don't think they had problematic. I don't know. I just feel like Justin was ick. They all were kind of ick. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely makes you look at things differently too. Even Jessica Biel, I'm like, I used to like her.
Oh.
But now I look
She's
at
like
her a little
promoting,
sideways.
defending, supporting. I was like, you can just be a quiet wife in this situation. I don't think we need to support your husband because he's just being, to not apologize, to not acknowledge. I'm just like, you're so disgusting.
But it's weird because he issued a statement before apologizing to Britney and Janet when he was getting canceled before. Like, he's like said, I really want to apologize to Britney and Janet,
right.
blah, blah, blah.
Probably wasn't him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was just, his team was like, we're going to make a statement, whatever.
Yeah,
but to say this, it's just crazy because you literally had an out. Like, Britney's like forgiving you. We're like, okay, whatever. I guess if Britney forgives you. But then you go and ruin it. Like, what a loser.
I want to say maybe it was Lance said that Justin had privately apologized. I want to say, because Lance is like the only one on social media. I want to say he said he apologized, but obviously that ruined it too because he just said, I'm not apologizing.
Like, why would you say that? It gives me like Matt Rife vibes almost.
Very much, yes.
Why would you just want to go
vibes.
like just look like a alpha male? Like, I don't apologize, I'm a man.
And seeing him dance, he's definitely not alpha male. I was just like, oh my god, this is the sexy back dance was so cringe. He's a troll. I just don't like him at all. I should change my initials. JT should not be Just Trish anymore. We're changing the name of the show. I can't even look at him anymore. I don't like him. I don't like him. Speaking of unforgivable things guys do, did your boyfriend ask you to be his Valentine yet?
Yeah. Yeah. We already talked about it. Well, we just already started planning each other's like Valentine's presents.
But did he ask you?
No, not like you
have to ask now. Oh,
really?
Yeah, you have to ask. Moses hasn't asked me yet either to be his Valentine.
Oh.
You have to ask. You see it on TikTok, like you see dads with flowers behind their back for the girls, and I was like, what? It's like a week away, and you haven't asked me to be your Valentine.
What does that mean to ask to be?
Babe, oh my God. TikTok it. You got to know. This is what people do now.
I'll make you a Valentine basket.
No, but okay, well, I don't really know what it means either, but you have to think, I think you have to say, will you be my Valentine?
Oh, I thought you make a plan for Valentine, then you do something.
No, you have to ask
on
first
Valentine.
so people know you have a Valentine on the day.
So if you say no, we're not doing anything on Valentine?
You have to ask, and then I'll let you know my answer.
Oh, okay.
I think Malibu needs to be asked too, because I've seen dads do it for their girls too. Just think next year you're going to have 3 you got to do it for.
I got a full, my hands are full.
But you guys don't ask each other either?
No, I feel like it's kind of implied, I guess. And then you kind of, on the day, like, oh, happy Valentine's Day. I don't know.
Wait, so what are you guys doing for each other?
Well, it's a surprise for...
Oh, it's a surprise?
Yeah.
Oh, does he know?
Yeah.
Does he know you're doing a surprise?
We're surprising each other. But we don't know what each other's surprises
How does
are.
that? What if you guys plan something at the same time?
Oh, the experiences like if we get an experience where we have it figured out, like we have to figure out the day after, but we would like say what it is on Valentine's Day.
Okay, so you're not doing it on that day.
The actual thing we're doing is going to Maggiano's. That's already booked. Like, we already talked about that. Yeah.
You know what? Benihana said their most popular day was Valentine's Day.
Really?
Yeah, which is crazy. Which I went once on a Valentine's Day, and it was literally like right when they opened at 11, packed.
I cannot go out on the actual day.
So you guys aren't going to do Maggiano on the actual day?
No, we're gonna go like a couple days after. Yeah, but it'll be Valentine's Day in spirit.
Okay. So
Yeah.
on actual day.
we'll just give each other our Valentine gifts, I guess.
Oh my God. I didn't get a gift. We're not doing gifts. I don't want a gift. We're not doing it. I have no gifts for you. I have no cards.
There is a gift already, I told you.
I cannot do
There's
any
a
more
gift
gifts for
already.
Moses. There's just nothing. That's my gift. He has a Versace. We have Versace dragon sweaters on today. I don't know. You can barely see mine's a dragon, but Moses also has a dragon on his. They're Versace, so bougie. And Moses hates it because he hates things around his neck. He thinks they're uncomfortable. So it's not even a real gift.
My
It's just
boyfriend is the exact same.
Really?
Yes, he'll like that's why he borrows my sweatshirts and he'll like rip the neck.
Oh, he cuts them. I know they're always his when the tags are missing because he's always cutting them around and stuff like that.
I have
That
to
is
take
so
the
weird.
tag.
Crazy.
I have to take the tags out and
he
not
is
have anything against my neck.
Yeah, you took that tag out. I guess we can't resell that Versace. He literally cut the Versace label off. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, if you do, don't go to the real.
What?
Fake.
Oh, the real.
Wait, why? What's that? What's that joke?
It's just coming up on TikTok.
Wait, what? Really? We should put the real.
is fake.
Actually?
No, but people just had like they would send stuff and they would sell it, but then people send it back and they don't get their money.
Wait, really?
But then they get the clothing back and it's a different clothing, different size, different everything.
Remember we went to the Real and bought a Chanel bag and they like kept the sensor on, and so we just had like this like sensor on the bag for so long.
Tag Jones, maybe they stole it.
Like maybe the black sensor didn't come off. I was like, and we went through like it's fine. Like it beeped when it went out, and they're like it's fine. So literally, I think Mrs. tried to crush it, but then when you crush one of those sensors, it starts beeping even louder. And I was like, oh my God, are like the police gonna come? Like it's so crazy. Yeah.
Even worse, there's one with ink or something that can destroy.
Oh
the
my
thing.
God. Oh God. Yeah. Love is Blind comes out on Valentine's Day, and
That's my gift to you.
you know what would be the greatest gift is if we went to Benihana together, because we haven't gone to Benihana in years, like a year, because I guess it's too smoky for Malibu.
But how's that? Like I find it odd that Benihana on Valentine's Day is the most the
It is
busiest.
packed. I did
it's
go
like
once.
the least romantic thing in the world.
Especially because you
Like
at
you're
a
sharing
table,
table with other people, and like we had people that were annoying, like
they
like
talk
would
to you?
ruin your experience. Like
They're loud. They talk to you. Whatever. Yeah, that is
like
crazy.
people were taking your phone number, want to buy stuff from you, like all kind of weird
Oh
things.
yeah,
That were
that is weird. But did you see Austin McBroom was at Benihana? I would love to sit at that table.
Really?
Yeah, he was sitting at a table and he was like, I don't know what he was doing. He's
he
just
was
a hot
probably
mess.
applying for a job or something.
Probably. He was with people. I don't know who he was with. He was maybe with like 6 people, but he was like harassing the chef. Like he's just been harassing employees, and that's like the thing that's like the most annoying. We get it now. He's a troll. He's doing it for views. We got it. He's an actual clown, like filming himself falling down and stuff. But him like harassing the CVS employees, like even for the job, like trolling them for the job. And then what was the other one he was trolling? Ross. Did you see that one? Where he's like, I'm here for a fitting. And the Ross employee is like, and he's like in the back of the dressing room, like, we don't do fittings. Like, no, but the manager, they told me it's a fitting. I have my fitting for a tux today. Can you just call them? So like this person is like, I guess. So she's like trying to call. He's like filming this employee, like walkie talkie, like, there's a fitting. And he's like laughing because obviously Ross doesn't do fittings. He's like laughing. I'm like, why are you wasting these people's time? You're so annoying. Like, it's so, like, I would, like, of all people to get demonetized, like Snapchat needs to take him away because it's like, he's doing this for money, clearly. Okay, we get it. But it's like, now you're just going and like, oh, that's my biggest pet peeve is when people just like harass like employees literally at Ross who like, clearly that's not their dream job. Like, and you're just like filming them and making fun of them. Like, it's so fucking annoying. I don't know. He drives me nuts. I really try to just do not interested, can't see, don't want to look, but
yeah,
everywhere.
I stopped checking in after last week. I was like, I have not been keeping up. Everything else I've seen is against my own will. What a menace to society. Like,
That's it.
Literally such a menace.
He is
Yeah.
Dennis the Menace.
He literally
Yeah.
Like a Dennis.
like we should criminalize menacing, I think, because he is such a menace, and
For
I think
real.
needs to be like in a room somewhere. Stay away from Halle Bailey. Like, that was my last straw. When
Did he see her?
he was at their house allegedly, but then he posted a photo that it was like a photo of that Halle posted. He definitely was not with her. I don't even think she knew.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's like so far removed from that. She's like, I don't know what you're doing, but
I think so. But stay away from the house regardless. Like,
Oh,
just get
God.
a job. Get a job. Like, it is not
Yeah.
hard. It's not hard to get a job. It really isn't.
it's really not.
like, there's plenty of places that are looking for work. You can.
But he can do this and not be problematic because you'll still have like fans. Like he'll still have people that like him and think he's cute or whatever like that. I'm like, why do you have to be such a clown? Like, I don't know. Don't be weird. Like, people are still gonna watch you. You can still do social media, but don't be a clown.
If it he wasn't like a dad. Like it would be like maybe a little bit more fun to, you know, be like a circus clown troll. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like you are actually like a parent. Like your kids look up to you.
Your
like,
kids, yeah.
Don't you want to like do a little bit better?
Yeah,
you know?
for them.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Shotty Bay with him and I was like, Shotty, what are you doing? You are a queen. You are prime time. This guy is a fool. And she was like dancing with him. I love that Shotty Bay's in demand, though. I love that Austin McBroom wanted her. I was like, hey, love that. She's on podcast now. Shout out Shotty Bay. But I was like, girl, stay away. Stay away from Austin McBroom.
An alert to every influencer in the LA area. Just stay away. Just
you see me in his
away.
RV. Just like, hey. Oh, I don't know. Even for views, I don't think I could do that.
No.
There are some lines you just can't cross. There's some money that's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Like for me, do an interview with him in his RV. I just don't think it's worth it. No amount of views.
No.
Would it even get views on YouTube? Maybe he
honestly,
gets them on Snapchat because they're kids, but.
And you can't even get on Snapchat, so it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? It's like, I'd say Catherine, I guess. Did you see Catherine posted a little statement about it?
The video?
She posted, yeah, well, she said she captioned like one of her little Snapchats and like, you know, one of those Q&As, which I guess everyone on Snapchat does.
Yeah.
She said, I'm grateful to be evolved because his behavior and coping mechanism is beyond me. He tells me that he's doing well though, so I trust that. So she's kind of like being a little bit shady towards it and like distancing herself a bit, which is good because
right. She had said in a video too, she's like, can people stop like saying we're like the same person? I don't know if that was a new video, but she's just like, we're not the same person, like stop comparing us, whatever. That would be annoying. I mean, but that's also like so disrespectful. Like you're literally making your ex-wife, like she's getting all these questions, your brother's getting all these questions, people worried about you and questioning like, why is he doing this? Where's everybody at? Catherine, why aren't you helping? And it's just like you're making all them look so stupid too. And it's like, if they're in on it, fine, I guess, but it doesn't sound like they are. She seems like she's over it.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope it's not like this inside, because she called it a separation. She goes, we've been separated. And I'm like, are you separated or are you divorced?
very different.
Yeah, because she said we've been going through a separation. I'm like, well, that's not a divorce, which if they get back together and this whole thing was just like some rue, that would be so wild.
I don't know how I'd be able to not go. Like, I would not be able to control myself, I think. I would go to the freaking RV myself, knock on the damn door. Did you see Catherine like hanging out with James Charles though? I thought that was so random. How does James Charles?
What?
He's with everyone.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, of all the people, I'm like, she's kind of the hot commodity right now. She can kind of like hang out with any influencer.
She found the one person more problematic than Austin McBroom. Like,
she probably didn't know. She's probably been in this bubble because you see how Austin is. She's probably been in the Austin bubble for so long in his clownness, and she had no idea what happened in the real world. So now she's just stepping out to the real world. It's like, oh, James Charles.
Oh my God, I would much rather be. I'd take Austin McBroom back in a heartbeat over the hang out with James Charles. That's wild. What is she doing?
I don't know. He posted an Instagram story of her. Like they were out eating lunch or something.
I feel like influencers are not okay at all. There are just some that I'm just like, what? Are you okay? Oh my God.
I know. I'm like, that is a wild pairing. A very wild pairing.
That's just, oh my God. Maybe we should start side-eyeing Catherine because I'm like, why? What? That's so weird. Okay, that's the news of the day. That's shocking. What the hell? Ugh. Okay. No hate.
No hate, but
yeah. Oh my God. I can't even grasp it. Oh my God. Just take me off. Well, hopefully he's making enough money on Snapchat where they can just like, because they did kind of disappear for a few months. They weren't posting. So maybe he's trying to make all this money and they're going to like disappear for a couple years.
He was hoping. I don't know. He also seems like addicted to it a little bit. Like,
oh, definitely. Like now. Well, they did say, someone saw a clip of them saying a few months ago that they wanted to like travel the world for a couple years with their kids. So maybe this is like their way to start it. Because then they said they're going to the Maldives next month. It's like a girls' trip, and Catherine invited him. And then everyone's like, what about their son? Is the son not going? Because she said the two girls were going to the Maldives with her, and she invited Austin. I was like, well, what about the son?
very weird.
It's weird. And then he's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go. I'll probably go. I was like, and also Maldives is not cheap. Maldives is literally the most expensive place to go. Just traveling there alone is expensive unless you're going to whatever. But yeah, something's weird. Something's sus. And we get it. It's like trolling now. It's obviously like he's trolling, but it's just like, for what price is your dignity? Especially with kids. I just don't think there's any amount of money and trolling I could do I don't know. I just don't want to embarrass my daughter. That'd be so embarrassing, especially when they're like kids' age or like school age and stuff like that. I mean, hopefully he's making a lot. Hopefully he's making like $1 million a month. Maybe it's worth it. Not harassing the employees. Hopefully he tips them. Where were we? Oh, Tao. You know those people that help you wash your hands? Mm-hmm. And literally at Tao, you cannot do your own soap. Like, you have to go to the person to get soap. Yeah.
Oh, that's my nightmare.
I know. And I was like, oh, no. And I had no cash because I was in the bathroom. I was like, why do I have cash? And they have like little like Zelle thing now. So I was like just sitting there trying to like Q code the Zelle. And it's like so crazy. I gave her like $20. I'm like, I don't even know what you tip someone. You can't do $2 on Zelle. So I was like, but those are such a wild thing. Like, why do they have those people in there?
I don't know. That's why I don't go to like, because I remember when I was younger and would go to like certain clubs and stuff, they would have that, and it's just like so uncomfortable. It's like,
yeah, they have like mints in there for you.
Yeah, and like handing you towels and stuff.
And they're
like,
standing, but also like you go and they're just standing behind you.
Yeah,
like there's always somebody standing behind you
right,
when you're just
guys.
trying to go. Yeah, and then
is your butt exposed when you pee as a guy?
of course,
I didn't think about that, huh?
You don't take your pants all the way down?
Do you or you don't? Because people do.
The whole point about being a man is that you don't have to take your pants
Whip
down.
it out, I guess.
Wait, just through the little pant hole? Really?
Or a big
because
pant
when
hole.
you go to the bathroom here, you take your whole pants down.
When I sit down, you mean?
No, when you're standing up going pee, you take your whole shorts down.
No. I don't think.
Really?
Are you talking about Malibu, maybe?
No, you. Oh my God. Really? That's so weird. Okay, so, they don't see anything then.
No, but it's just the presence, you feel it when somebody's standing behind you, because it doesn't feel good when you turn your back
Especially
on somebody.
during, you're so vulnerable.
Yeah, and they have nothing to
Yeah.
do, so they're just standing there looking at you, and
I doubt they're just looking at you. They're probably just like, I have nothing to
But
do.
Associating.
That's
Yeah.
how it feels. But anyway, I don't think I think it's like illegal to put somebody in the bathroom. This is your job now. Just stand here in the bathroom for 8 hours.
You think they're offering it? Like, these people are coming, like, can we do this? Can we be...
Like the cleaning.
Yeah.
I think it's just a rotation. It can be a busboy or you can be in the bathroom. Or you can
I don't think so. I feel like they're independent person because she had like a little laminate Zelle. Like, this is my Zelle. Like, I don't think they're going to switch people like that.
Then that's even worse. It's like somebody coming to ask you money in your restaurant when you eat, like.
That happened somewhere.
Panhandle.
Oh, Joey's in Woodland Hills. There was like a person
Yeah.
selling candy bars in there to us.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
They always do
crazy.
that.
I was like, this is wild. Because I was kind of like a fancy one. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. Shay, you want to buy some candy? I was like, oh. I
know.
mean,
I always feel bad. I'm like
Yeah.
you, where I'm like, okay, like,
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
good
we
at-
do. We always do. But it's just when you sit in a restaurant, that's not the moment. When you come out or
Yeah.
in. Or
I always do. I always give $20. But you're not supposed to give it to the people on the street. There's someone by our Ralph's that always has like a kid with them. And I always want to give them money. But they say you're not supposed to do that because they can like, if there's other people around, they can get into your car or something like that. Like if you like roll down. So I always want to give them to them, especially people with like kids. But they say it's like a scam or I don't know. I follow way too much scam TikTok too, where it's like if you do this, they like hold your arm and then take you whatever. It's like this
my
whole thing.
God.
Yeah, it's very scary. I don't know. I feel bad, but it's like yeah, and then like the candy bar things. I just like I don't even like wait for the exchange for the candy. I'm like just take 20. Like that's it. I don't want to exchange. I don't know if you're gonna kidnap me or whatever, abduct me. Poor Joey's in Woodland Hill. I love that place though. I haven't been there in a while. Maybe we go there for Valentine's Day or Valentine's weekend. We have our date. We have a date night every month. What is our one? I wanted to go to either Drake's. Have you been to Drake's in Hollywood? Oh, you don't really go out to Hollywood. You said.
No.
You guys go to Maggiano's. I love Maggiano's. They have good chicken parmesan. Really good. We had chicken parmesan the other day. Oh, by the lake. It was good. I had it for lunch. Talk about being gluttonous. Just the biggest chicken parm and penne. I'm like, I wonder if the waiters think. Probably no one thinks about it. Or maybe they do.
I feel like they don't.
Really?
They don't.
Yeah.
You think about it more than
I would
they
definitely
do.
be a judger. If someone got chicken parm at 11 a.m. I'm like, okay, damn. Someone's hungry.
Yeah, but when you-
That's so me,
when
though.
you wake up, like we wake up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's lunch. Like lunch is at 10.
Yeah.
That was good. Oh, I would love to go get that again. That was so yummy. That place was good. It's like right on the lake, too. Ah, amazing. What else is happening in the world?
Okay, have you seen the crazy... It's not even a trend. It's just like, I think one couple doing it where they cut off the bottoms of their shoes so they can walk barefoot.
Oh, I saw this going viral, but why
Yeah.
was this viral?
I think because it's just so absurd that it's like, you know?
Yeah, and then I saw foot doctors being like, there's a reason we're not supposed to be barefoot because back in the caveman days, they didn't have roads. It was just, soft like dirt or whatever. It's like a reason we're not supposed to be barefoot anymore. Don't do this.
It's like, why would you even... like think about it. Like, how does that even cross someone's mind to cut out the bottoms of their shoes?
Maybe they want to feel like, isn't it something barefoot where you want to feel grounded with the earth?
I guess, but not in Sephora. Like, it's gonna
Right.
step
Well,
on
that's why they have the shoes to cover it. So it's like, look, we look like we have shoes on,
But what if there's like glass or something on the floor?
Right, that's what they were saying. They're
It's
like, this day and age is like you step on like a needle or something like that and you get something
Yeah.
weird. Why were they going viral? Just because it's nasty?
I think so, and I think it's just so absurd that it's like, and
Yeah.
everyone's, like, again, they got us to talk about it.
I know. It is gross. But I always wonder how these stories go viral. I'm like, who started these stories? Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Yeah,
Definitely don't go barefoot.
And I think too, because I think the shoe collection was worth $20,000, so they are just like,
So they were buying nice shoes?
yeah, and then cutting out the bottoms of them.
Did they give a quote?
And Moist Critical. You don't know Moist Critical.
I know Moist
Oh, you
Critical.
do?
Penguin Z,
Yes,
Zero
okay, you
Z.
know him now.
I know him because Adam and Eve sponsored them and like, oh, this is like a shout out we
yes.
did. Yeah. And I was like, okay. Love that. And he did the Pokimane. He was coming for Pokimane. Everyone's like, yeah, got it.
He was also coming for these ones, and he said their shoe collection was $20,000.
How do they gather that? They just saw like the labels or
I
what?
think because they showed all the little sneakers and stuff, and they were all like nice sneakers.
What is the appeal of Moist Critical again? Why does he get so many views?
Honestly don't know.
He's literally like in his like basement, just like talking and like giving his opinions. No
Yeah.
editing, no lighting,
It would
no
be like if you were like
car videos.
Yeah,
got like 3 million.
yeah, within a day.
Yeah, it's wild. What is it? You don't know what
I
the
don't
appeal
know.
is?
I really don't know.
God, it really does shock me sometimes. Some of these views, like it's like the Jake Webbers of them too. They get like 2 million views, and they post 2 videos. It's like, how? Could you imagine if we got 2 million views on this podcast? We put so much effort onto it. I was like, how are they getting 2 million? Literally, like trying Little Debbie snacks, and I was like, it's so bizarre. Larry gets a lot too. He gets like a million, 1.5 million. I'm like, damn.
And they can do like literally anything, and just like people will just kind of watch. And
That's
stuff.
what's
It is
wild.
Yeah.
But like do anything, but also doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like just eating. And I was just like, it must be because they're guys, or maybe people think they're
I don't
cute.
know.
Well, like Jake, I get it. People think he's cute. Larry, people I think he's cute. But like, is Penguins considered a cutie?
I don't know.
He's not bad looking, but I wouldn't think he's like a baby
A
girl that
heartthrob
everyone
or
likes.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's also kind of. I could definitely be wrong, but I think his image is like kind of wholesome or whatever too. So it's kind of just like he kind of seems like a bud. I guess like
Right,
that's my
okay.
bud. Penguins 0.
Penguin 0. Interesting. Because I really wonder. I'm just like,
I know. It is wild. But also I feel like there's a lot of YouTuber influencers in general that like their personality is just so good that no matter what, people are like plugged in. Even like Tana and Brooke sometimes. Like I feel like there's podcasts where Tana will come in, not really know what to talk about, but she just talks and it's like still interesting.
no,
you know?
for sure. Yeah. Which I think they're way more interesting than these boys, but these boys be getting 2 million views. Moist Critical getting like 3 million and just talking about Pokimane cookies. I'm like,
I know.
crazy. It must
is
be just
wild.
I want to know their analytics. Well, Jake told me it's mostly girls, but I wonder if Moist Critical, he doesn't give me girl vibes.
He gives me like bud.
Yeah, bud
vibes. Yeah.
the Dexteria. What's the website you go to?
Dexerto.
Dexerto vibes.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
totally
That's
the vibes.
when I saw the story.
No way! I knew it because I was like, no one covers penguins that I look at, just you.
I love my straight man news site.
Why does he have 2 names?
I don't know. Moist Critical and Penguin 0. I don't know.
And his real name's what? Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah.
Interesting.
No idea. You know who else was on Dexerto? Another
Who?
straight
Straight
man.
man.
Hassan was on.
Hassan.
He's straight, right?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
Who are we talking about?
What's his last name? Piker. Moses knows him.
Yes,
I was
Young
like,
Turks.
and he's Twitch streamer. I'm like, Moses is.
Yes. Oh yeah. How do you know? You're like Piker.
He knows the bro content. I feel like
Yeah.
out of all of us,
Is
he's our bro
Hassan a
expert.
bro? I guess.
I don't know. I guess just because he's a guy, and on Twitch.
He
what
gives
else?
me bro vibes. I remember someone said we were on a private jet together with the vlog squad, me and Hassan.
Really? Were you?
Yeah, it was like I didn't remember. He didn't remember, but someone found a clip of it was us and Coachella going to New York. This is obviously when I'm friends with like David and stuff. It's like the vlog squad. It's like Todd and David and me, and then like Hassan randomly in there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was like late, so I don't remember. I might probably fell asleep, but I was like, oh, okay. I know nothing about him. All I know is he like doesn't like rich people. But then people are like, but you were on a private jet with Trisha. I don't know. It's like some random. I don't know. That's what I know about him. I don't know, but I'm not political.
Kind of related. People were on him a little bit, which is also I feel like he doesn't really get in that much like controversy or anything. But again, Dexerto wrote it up, so I'm guessing people were talking.
Shout out Dexerto.
But he kind of got people coming from a little bit because he was talking about how he was on a stream and he said that he makes as much as like a 10-year doctor or like law firm partner would make.
In how many? In what amount of time? Like in a day?
Like a month.
Okay.
But it was also because like people were asking a lot of questions about his house, so he was trying to like shut down people asking about his house. But then he said that like, who cares? Who gives a shit? I mean, I make like, you know, how much a 10-year doctor or law firm partner would make, okay? Which is a lot for the average Joe. It is a lot. But these mother effers think I'm Jeff Bezos. And because they're so stupid.
Oh my God. He just seems aggressive. Everything I've seen about him just seems very aggressive and defensive.
Really? I think I've only seen him looking hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen like thirst traps. I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, I only see thirst traps.
Really?
Not like that he posts. Like I see
Oh.
people reposting him looking hot all
I've
the
just
time.
seen him like behind a desk with a high angle, so I thought he was fat. You know, whenever there's like a high angle looking down, you just think of like a
he's
fatty.
hot.
But fat.
No, like I think he has
built?
like abs. Yeah.
Oh,
He's like
literally
muscular.
don't know. Okay. You love him. You're a HASAN stan.
I just know that he's
Oh,
hot.
okay. Look at you defending him. You're like, he's not aggressive. He's just assertive.
All I know is that he's hot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just saw something about him recently. All I know is he like hates rich people, but he's rich.
Oh yeah. As I'm like investigating the story, someone said
He's reading the article.
Live investigation here as you watch us as
I'm
we
investigating.
figure out what we're talking about.
I totally coming up like 2 hours of sleep, long day. That's gonna be a chaotic day. His dad was the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and has holdings with a revenue of 152 billion.
Yeah, that's the one I just saw this week.
What? That is wild.
But then I saw next to that, it was like on Twitter or something. Next to that, it was like in a shirt, a son in a shirt that says like
Eat
"Eat the
or
rich."
something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did see that.
And I'm like, and all of them are just talking about how like rich people are getting ahead, and all stuff. I'm just like, you're one of them.
That's
Maybe he doesn't like his dad, so
That's what it's giving me. It's giving me very like trust fund baby, but like I work hard too, and I stand with the people, and I'm like that's what that gives me is like them trying to like be something. It's giving me very Sydney Sweeney Universal Tour Guide. It's like no, you weren't. You know what I mean? Very just trying to be relatable. And his uncle is like one of the Young Turks, which is like a big. Right? They're like a big political. I remember they used to come for me back in the day. I trolled them hard though because they really thought I was a real person. And they used to come for me for all my Roundy videos like, this girl is an idiot. And then, or censor that word. I don't know. What do we say? This girl is dumb. I don't know. I guess you can't say idiot anymore. So I don't know. I don't know his shtick. I don't know. Obviously he's not for me. I just thought he was like a gamer. Does he play games or
he's
just
on Twitch, but I think he talks on Twitch.
yeah.
Most-
See?
Do you watch him? Are
Just
you a
talking
HASAN
a
fan?
lot. No, I don't like politics. So I don't watch anyone that talks about politics.
Oh, he's
so
always political.
It's all political.
What side is he on?
The good side.
The good side. I don't know. Hopefully. You don't know what he promotes? What if he's on Trump's side?
I have no
No,
idea.
I know. I think he's liberal. I think he's very liberal from what I've seen on Twitter. I think that's why gay Twitter also likes him because he's hot and liberal. So
Is he for the gays?
I think so. I'm assuming. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be speaking that much about him.
Yeah.
I just know that he's hot.
I feel like unless you've had gay sex, like I feel like you're not for the gays. You know what I mean? Like I
Put
feel like
your
you have
money
to,
where your mouth
yeah,
is.
like you have to have a taste of it at least to understand what they go through. I don't know. Maybe he
put your
has.
mouth where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Maybe he does. Who knows? I know nothing about him, but I love that. You know what? If he's for the gays and he's great, then we love.
Yeah.
I think it's normal to be a hypocrite online. You know what I mean? It's very normal.
Honestly, true. Especially
Yeah.
if you're live streaming. Like when you talk so much like us, like I'm sure we contradict ourselves
all the time. Literally.
Also, people
Literally.
forget that like politics in a way is entertainment. Like especially what people do, like him. That they just talk about politics.
Yeah.
It's a form of entertainment.
Oh my God, but could you imagine dating someone like that who's just so like political and
But
like, oh man, these
torture.
rich people, why are you like, oh my God, you're using napkins, that's our carbon footprint. Like he gives me that vibe or something. Meanwhile, driving like a Lamborghini to his like private jet, you know what I mean? It's like, and people are like that. I'm telling you, so many people I know who have private jets will like be like, oh my gosh, you throw away underwear, that's like hurting our environment. I'm like, you're going on a private jet, like that's hurting it way more. People are so funny. I mean, again, I'm the same way, so I'm not judging. But is he married? Is he dating? Does he have a girlfriend?
I don't know.
I would love to.
I don't think he's
guess-
married.
No.
But
Okay.
yeah, maybe he's dating someone. I don't know. Maybe
No,
he's-
nothing about him. Wait, he just got brought up in your Dick Sordo?
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
That's on news. I'm sure our audience is riveted by
I
that.
thought you would know because
I know a little.
I've seen people, and it's like very, very sweet but delusional people like, oh, Oscar kind of looks like him. No, I don't. He's but it's like two people, and I'm like, I question.
See it. From what I remember, I could see it for sure.
But you just said you've seen him from a high angle, and he looks humongous.
But you look like him from the high angle. I only thought when you do a high angle.
Because he's cut off.
She thought that
it's very MySpace. No, you know when you're doing a high angle, you know the person's fat. So I just thought, well, he looks really skinny, but it's a high angle. So I'm saying you look like the skinny high angle version of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know. He's so hot.
Wow, really? You're really into straight. You're really into the straight podcasters lately because you like that other people.
All my crushes are straight podcasters,
and they all look the same because the other ones you talk about, the Italian ones, they popped up too, and I'm like, oh, they kind of like him too. They all look the same to me.
They honestly, yeah, it's like straight, dark hair.
Yeah,
glasses. I followed the Basement Yard guys, and those are the ones I'm doing the Trish way, which is just like.
Playing back.
Will you come on a podcast? Like I keep DMing them.
You are doing that interview if they come on this podcast. Some of Oscar's guests, I'm just like, okay. I have nothing to interview. I'm like, so
straight to Patreon.
Yeah. You can sit in the pink chair. I'll sit in the black chair when they come. I'll be the third
I don't
wheel.
know if I'd have that much to say. I'd be like, what's it like being so cute?
Would you? That's so funny. We have a potential Backstreet Boy coming on, and I literally was just thinking about that. I was like, we've DM'd, we're whatever. And so he's like interested, but he's like busy, obviously. And I'm just like, what would I ask him? Because I'm just such a fan. And I'm just like, I would just be like, how's it feel to be so like famous and hot and wanted by girls? I don't know. Like, I feel like I couldn't do a real interview with him. I'd just be so giddy. I'd be like, wow, like, what does it feel to be like a Backstreet Boy? Like, it's just,
That's me interviewing David back in the day.
What did you say? What were your questions?
I would always like watch the vlogs and like have questions about like the specific things that have happened in the vlogs. Like I would do my journalism duty.
Really?
Yeah, but then I'd also be like,
Really? Were you giggling in the interview?
Mm-hmm. I think there's one specifically where I'm like, you're my celebrity crush. That's how I opened. I was like, you're my celebrity crush.
And what did he say?
He's like, I think there's something wrong with you.
Oh my God.
No, because I was like, it's like you and Harry, not me defending him, but like it's you and Harry Styles. And he was like, you're putting me with Harry Styles? And I was like, yeah, I think you're above him. And
wow. Look at you laying it on. Were you single back then?
I was, very much so. Yeah.
I feel like David's sexuality, I don't know. I don't know this either way, but we don't know, I truly don't know. I mean, obviously he's dated Liza and stuff like that, but yeah, you never know someone. So maybe he was.
I really put it out. I laid it all out on the line.
I love that. You're giving me David Dobrik vibes a little bit with your hat today and your black. If you had a black cap, it would be David vibes.
That is true.
Should we go to Dobrik's Pizza for a Patreon video?
We should.
Did you ever try it?
I have tried it.
Oh, you did?
Once.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to get there. They have like a penne vodka pizza, like a pasta pizza.
I think I had the plain like cheese when I went and I liked it, but
so basic.
I remember they were out of like the garlic bread though, and I was like, oh.
How are you out of it at a pizza place that serves like 5 items? I would go. I just don't want to support him. Ugh.
Did Dave Portnoy already reviewed it?
He did. He said it wasn't good.
Oh.
Yeah. Dave Portnoy, like, that's what I know him from, is doing pizza reviews. That's what I'm saying. If he gets upset about me saying no one admires you, I'm like, you do pizza reviews. Like,
I admire Dave.
There you go. Moses' demographic. No, he went to Dobrik's Pizza and like said it wasn't good. He's just like, it's not good pizza. Sorry.
There you have it.
Pizza King spoke.
There's our title.
Oh, David.
Well, we can do a road trip there, eat the pizza, and back.
Oh my God, that's like a dedication for our Patreon. But we are dedicated to our Patreon. Not to go back to that, but you guys really are pulling through. I'm like, you know what? Whatever we need, a separate day, an extra day, like let's give our full energy.
Also, we had a guest here also, soon coming up, that has a whole show on Patreon. Wow. And like...
Oh yeah, she's coming up this week.
I mean, we got inspired, It was inspiring. Like we are... Like as Patreon grows, also our ambitions with what to do there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a full scripted show on there. Like, it's crazy, and she's been doing it like 4 seasons.
Feature movie is about to happen.
She's gonna do a movie. I think she's
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, me, yeah. What's my movie?
We'll write it.
Get it right, exactly.
I have no ambition to do a movie, do I?
Maybe that's what the movie is about. Trisha trying to be in a movie.
Oh yeah, someone's movie. Yeah. Well, that girl, our upcoming guest did say I could be in her movie if she does it. So, I'm trying to get in there somewhere. Thanksgiving too, or this she's great. I'm excited for her. Yeah, we have a good guest coming up this Thursday. We have great guests. We've always had great guests. We have another great guest coming this Thursday. But yeah, hopefully a Backstreet Boy will be coming on. I'd be so excited. Oh my God, I think about it and I'm just like, God, I would just cry because I was such a Backstreet Boy fan, and I think it's like one of those things. Like if he was sitting here, because you get older and it kind of like subdues or whatever. Obviously, I'm not like someone, I don't talk about them like the weekend or something like that, but I was just such a fan back in the day. It'd be so weird to like look at someone that you thought you were going to marry like when you were like 10, and just be like, I would just want to sing like, tell me why ain't nothing but a, do you know what? Heartache, tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
I never wanna hear you say
I want it that way. That was pretty good.
Wow.
That was pretty good. He knew the lines. I was testing Moses on his Backstreet Boys knowledge the other day, and he kind of knew too. I was like, that's good.
I have a medium knowledge, I think.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think some songs, they play them a lot in my 24-hour fitness, actually.
Really?
Yeah, in the morning.
Better than Maroon 5. That's for sure. Backstreet Boys are just so catchy. They're just so good. I really hope it works out. I don't want to ping him too much. Like, he was like, yeah, I'm down to do it. And he's kind of like in the area and stuff like that. But I don't want to like be annoying. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like if he wants to, it's okay. But maybe we'll ping him one more time.
Did you see Ice Spice responded? Did you see that?
I didn't see it. I just saw the replies. Like, she said yes, but where did she say yes?
So the questions were for like a Twitter Spaces where it's like all audio.
Oh, shoot.
And I saw
missed
someone
it.
screen recorded the audio.
Wait, did you hear her?
Yeah, she said like she loves people who talk a lot and like talk fast. So she said that she's like, yeah, I would love to. I love people who talk a lot and talk fast.
Wait, girl, what? Should I hit the manager up? I don't want to be annoying either. I don't want to be like that annoying. I maybe I just will. I guess she said it. I want Ice Spice on. I love her like 40-inch wig. I want to get like a 40-inch wig like hers. I'd be like in my little jean shorts and fishnets. I think it'd be so cute. Oh God, that'd be amazing. I would love Ice Spice. Ice Spice, so this Backstreet Boy. Then I'd be happy.
And then Basement Yard.
You can host that one. I'll co-host with you. That'd be an interesting episode. It's like what is that called? What's it called when you invite the girl invites the boy to the dance?
Oh, it's like oh my God, what is it? The homecoming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It has a name.
Yeah, like Sandy something.
Yeah. Wait, now it's gonna kill me.
I know. Sadie Hawkins.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I was like, what is it? Yeah. It's very Sadie. Oh, I don't know why that's, but you know what I mean.
is
Where
very
you're that, you
yeah.
can sit in the pink chair, you can host. I'd be happy to be your co-host on that one. That'd be amazing, actually.
Brooke also loves them. We'll kind of Brooke
Okay.
on. We'll,
Just
me and,
five.
Me and Brooke just
My
flirting with
nightmare
them.
having 5 hosts at once. We
Get
all
more
have cameras.
microphones, more chairs.
Oh my God. There's so many people. It just gets to be so much. Even now, there's so much I look at back and forth. I'm just like, this is a lot of people to look at and talk to. Oh, man. We gotta have Tana come back on before their tour. She's supposed to come on.
That tour's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be wild. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna do it. It's
We got to do one before and one after.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Let's see your experiences before and after. This
See
is
how
me
they change.
before
The brief
tour.
and the
Yeah.
debrief.
That'd be interesting.
What did you think about Larry David choking Elmo on the Today Show? Did you
What?
see that?
I've seen Larry David everywhere. You're a Larry David fan. I've seen. I don't particularly care for him, to be honest. But what and why? Was it a bit?
No, well, Elmo was on this Today Show talking about like mental health awareness or something, and Larry David was also there promoting what was it, Curb Your Enthusiasm or something.
There's a new
Season.
season, and they had the coffee shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Venice. It's Larry's lattes.
So 2 separate projects that were going on, but Larry just crashed the Elmo interview and choked him.
But like a bit. Like they planned it.
No, Elmo did not know.
What did he do? Was the puppeteer just took his hand out or what? He's like,
No,
I
he just
can't
like
do
went
it.
with it. And
What?
he said it wasn't nice, but then the host asked Larry to apologize to Elmo. And he did, but then he took it back later. He's like, actually, I would do it again. I would choke him in a heartbeat.
Okay, it has to be obviously scripted. It can't be real.
Elmo and the puppeteer didn't know. Like, they weren't in the host. No one was in on it.
And where were they at? They were like,
The Today Show.
and where was he at?
The Today Show.
He was just a different segment
Yeah.
scheduled, and he just popped into the interview.
He just ran into onto the couch where Elmo was, behind the couch, and just grabbed him, choked him out.
I did not see this one. I don't get Larry David. I'm just gonna say it. Hot take or not hot take. I don't really. Do you know him? I'm surprised you even cared about it.
I don't watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I don't know much about him. I just saw, because Elmo has gone through a lot this past week, because he asked how everyone was doing on Twitter, and everyone trauma dumped on him. Elmo were not great, and was quote tweeting and saying all this like terrible stuff. And Elmo's like, "Wow, Elmo's really sorry that you're going through all this." So Elmo had a hard week. Elmo's 3 years old, also.
No, he's not. Elmo Elmo's been around for literally 40 years.
The lore of Elmo's.
Oh my God, he's
old.
the scam. He's like, I'm 3. It's like, ew. You're not. You're 40. Stop it. Ew, I don't like it. I don't like Elmo. I don't like another hot take's not Sesame Street. I don't let my daughter watch
Even Malibu doesn't like Elmo.
He's creepy. I don't like it. The tickle me Elmo, nothing. I don't think any child's toy should be like tickle me.
His voice is not
Yeah,
too high pitch.
Deserving, if you ask me. Deserving of all of it.
Thank you, Larry. You did service to all of us.
Yeah, Larry David though also annoys me. I don't know. I just something about him. I've seen him in so many interviews lately. Did you see the one of him on the red carpet? And he's like, ask me an original question. I'm so over these people.
Yeah.
And they're like, why did you choose to end the show? He's like, damn it. He's like, 50 people asked me this question. Like I said to ask an original one, and I was like, damn, he is really old and crotchety. I guess that's his character, right?
Shtick, I guess. Yeah.
I think it's just him, honestly.
I mean, I guess the goal is to that if like you're like that, but then it's people just think it's like your bit, and people
That's
love
true.
it.
You just get to be an asshole all the time.
And people love it.
Someone said he's worth like $1 billion or something like that.
I would believe it.
Because he created Seinfeld,
Yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm sure he gets a ton of money from it. Yeah, it's like, why is he doing a last season? Like, it's like, just let it go. I feel like when you're on a high, just like, I don't know. I never watched the show either. Like, I can't get into it, but.
Same. I don't know anything. I know that his persona, and I know he choked Elmo, and that's about all I know.
I didn't even see that. And I saw a lot of Larry David this week, and I did not see that. Is he a hot topic?
I was
Our hot
all
topics
over
are like
Twitter.
HASAN and Larry David.
I told you the vibe is chaotic
That's
today.
chaotic. I was ready for some fun,
Some tea.
girly antics. Yeah. What's the tea? Do we have tea?
Kiki Palmer? Did you see Bobby Alton?
Bobby Alton.
Kiki Palmer interviewed Bobby Alton
And called her a plant. Told her she was a plant. Bobby Alton was just
Very
like.
you coded, I think.
What?
I feel like that's what you would do if you interviewed Bobby. You'd be like, I think you're a plant.
No, I'm a really bad interviewer in that way. Even the questions you gave me for our last guest on Saturday, I'm like, I can't ask these
Too
questions.
hardball? Really?
Some of them were like very. And I was like, okay, let me just tone it back a little bit. I don't want to be like,
Yeah, I mean, Trisha is not confrontational.
No, people
It's
tell me
only
their
like
tea.
if somebody is like attacking her, maybe, but not if somebody just comes. It's like, so
Yeah, I'm not
you,
gonna be like,
this
let's
is
talk
your
about this.
plant. No,
That's true. I guess I could see me making you ask her, but like, I don't want to ask that. I
Yeah.
guess you would accidentally be confrontational, kind of like Jeff with the eye, like,
Definitely. I was just being awkward for sure that. I know I'm worried about when we have our straight boys coming on this week. I'm just like, I feel so awkward with straight people. I ask them like weird questions and stuff like that. But Bobby, all the time when she was here, I wouldn't, can I be for real? I wouldn't even like, not that she wants to come on, but I wouldn't even know what to ask. I would just be like, there's nothing. There's nothing for me. There's no question I have.
Why she deleted the Drake video? Would you even ask that?
But it's like she doesn't answer it. Like, didn't Kiki ask her? Yeah. And she's like, I don't know. I guess it's like something you have to ask him. I'm not sure. We're friends. We talked. We texted. I was like, okay. So what?
I love that Kiki was like, and we have the same manager. She's like, I've been working 15 years. You just got here yesterday. You know,
Oh,
like,
really?
that was, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, she's a plant. She has the same agent as Kiki Palmer. Like it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a plant, but you have the connections, and that's what the plant is, right? That's what she's saying. Is like if you have connections in the industry, you're a plant.
Yeah.
I have 0 connections. But if you have like connections of some type and it's like you're a mid talent and it's like not a bad thing. Like I'm a mid talent, so I do a podcast. Like you know what I mean? But if you're a mid talent and you blow up so big, you know, it's kind of like, okay, plant, she has a connection. I'm hoping to be a plant. Like I hope I have a connection. Like Zach's saying, okay, like you're trying to get me a TV show. I
We're
was
trying
like, where's
to water
that?
the freaking plant.
Yes, let me get in that. But I feel, I don't know. I just think like I'm so kind of over her in general. I like Kiki Palmer,
Me
but
too. I like
don't.
that Kiki was fun. Like she actually went there. I thought that was pretty iconic.
Yeah, she was. But Bobby takes herself so seriously in like interviews, and I'm just like, it's not really. And she says nothing. It's like give a little tea, give a little something about Drake. You know, why was it taken down? Like that's what people want to know, and you can't answer that question. You guys are friends, so why was it taken down?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any sense.
Well, another podcast that people thought was kind of shady towards you. Did you see this? The RENEE rap on Octopus Lover?
No,
You didn't see this? I don't.
I'm scared. Okay, it's
to
not
preface,
about me.
I don't think it was about you
Okay.
because it was kind of vague. You know.
Which one was being shady, Octopus or
No, I think-
RENEE rap?
Octopus Lover.
Okay.
Octopus Lover. I think it's Jake is his name.
Jake, who was at the Grammys, so I'm gonna say he's a TikTok plant. He was there with Alex Earl and Chris Olsen. I'm like, these are all plants. Why are they all at the Grammys?
His podcast is like it's so
Tate McRae.
Yeah.
What?
He's the new Bobby.
No, for sure. It's that Sophia Grange Ritchie connection he has. For sure that.
And now he's gonna be on Canceled.
Wait, really?
Yes, now he's going to be a guest on Canceled.
Good for them. They be getting those guests.
Well, we mentioned him our first episode, and he wanted to come on, but we just forgot to follow up.
No, I followed up. I have a feeling he just saw the little bit of clip, and I think he didn't see the full context where I said I didn't know who he was, because I didn't. Now I love you. You're great. You're obviously an icon. But I did ask him to be on, and then I never heard back from him. So
I think last I heard, he still likes you. So
okay.
As far as, yeah.
I didn't know, but I don't know a lot of people. So I don't know Taylor Gray, but I know she's big, and I know you had her on your podcast, and I know you're friends with Sophia Richie-Grange. So. And
he had RENEE RAPP on his new episode, and I think he asked, like, what's pissed you off this week? And she resurfaced the ageism thing. And then she said that she saw someone, she didn't say who, but she said she saw someone who took it very, very personally, and they got really upset about it. And then that made her double down on it. And she's like, this is why I don't like millennial women, blah, 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 blah.
Well, girl, you're going to be one soon. I'm going to go back and double down and triple down on mine, too. You're going to be one soon, and it's not going to feel great, especially in the Broadway world. They kick you to the curb real quick when you're old. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. And Song Foster's a good example. Yes, she's on Broadway right now, but I'm just saying, like, they kind of kick you to the curb when you're old. So I'm going to triple down on that. I did take it personal. I still take it personal. It's still crazy to me. I think about that particular, not argument. What is it? What are we having? A discussion. And I still am like, no, I'm right in this one. I am right in this one.
I definitely see, I see why people get upset about it. I just am not personally, but I think I just get that sense of humor. And I'm not even going to defend it anymore, because I'm like, if you get upset about it, I'm like, I see why people would get upset about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just me personally, I do not. And Grant, I'm a millennial man, obviously, so it's a little bit different, but...
Definitely. A millennial man versus a millennial woman.
Yeah.
Aging women have it harder. They just do.
It is true. And again, I don't think she's talking about you. I think she was talking about that one. It was like, I think it's called The Social. It was like a panel, like talk show, kind of like The View vibes. And they were like really going in on
her.
Yeah.
But she said she saw a person, not people, she said.
There was one person in particular on that. And that one went like very viral on TikTok.
Well, I think we're pretty viral too. I'm going to say it's about me.
But you were, not you wanting to claim the beef.
I wanted to claim that beef. That'd be everything. She saw my thing and she was like mad about it. I love it. It's like Rachel Zegler when she saw me on Zach saying like so random, just being like, I wasn't expecting this from Trisha Paytas. It's like, oh. Like, that's iconic. To me, it is, actually. It's like, wow, that's crazy that you, like, care what I have to say about you.
I guess that's true. Of course, it's my two, like, girlies, Rachel and Renee. So I'm going to have to go DM her, too.
I was on... Rachel, RENEE RAPP. I like RENEE RAPP. I just don't like the ageist comment. I think you can like... It's like me. I think you can like the person and not like things they say, you know?
That's true. Yeah, you don't have to co-sign everything someone says.
I like her. I love her. I love her. I always stand by it. I love her in Mean Girls. I love her. Period. Just not the ageism.
Yeah.
Comma. Not the ageism.
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah, but I mean, there probably was a lot of people that had a lot to say about it. I mean, it was a hot topic for a reason. People had to say about it. But, I mean, one aging woman that I love is coming back, Wendy Williams, February 24th. Yes. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah. It made me like, it's hard seeing someone like you, like, grew up watching and like love, you know, struggle. But I'm happy she's like, you know, her and her family are like sharing this story though.
She said her money's all gone. Like is it because Wells Fargo put her in the conservatorship, right?
I think so.
What? Like how, like Bank of America's gonna put me in a conservatorship? Like how? Like how do they deem that?
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And like everything's been so murky. So to finally like learn about what's been going on and where she's been will be very interesting. Even
the sisters, like, I don't know where she's at. Like, they're interviewing. Like, I have no idea where she is right now. But it's actually her, right? The one where she's in the blonde wig on her chair is actually her now.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of confused because, I mean, it seems like it's her and her family like doing it, right? Because they're interviewing her directly, so it doesn't look like it's like someone else producing this documentary or like whatever it is, you know, the special. It looks like it's her, and she's involved in it.
She kind of looked like me with the blonde wig. She had like a blonde, short, wavy bob. I was like, very me in episode like 45 of Hot Topics. I was very giving Wendy, and I was like, Wendy's giving me, which is kind of great. She had the pink lipstick. She had her big chair. Yes. I was just like, we're kind of one and the same. I would love Wendy come on the podcast. She was supposed to have her own podcast, and I'm like, what happened with that? Like, the whole thing is so weird.
It is very, very weird because it was supposed to be a Spotify thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It gives me dark vibes a little bit. It kind of gives me spooky vibes.
Totally. I mean, it does seem very like ominous, and like she doesn't seem like very aware of like what's going on in a lot of things too. So it made me kind of sad, but I'm interested to see, obviously, you know, because it's freaking Wendy.
I was
how can
so excited. I know.
I was so excited when we see it now. It's like what new Wendy Williams finally reveals where she's at in the new documentary. And you're like, oh shit. But then you see it and it's like, oh, it's kind of sad.
I know.
So I have very mixed feelings, but
the RENEE RAPP effect though. That's the thing she did good. She was asking where Wendy is, and then literally it's called Where is Wendy?
Yeah.
They answered the question. They answered the call for RENEE RAPP. That's she looks good. I mean, she looks good. We don't know her mental state, but she looks good.
Yeah.
I thought she looked pretty cool. I love her. I can't wait for her to come back. At least with that, I'm excited. I don't know if she'll ever come back to TV. God, it would be great though.
I know.
I love Wendy so much. We need it in this like world of all these like top Kelly Clarksons. I'm just like, okay.
Have you seen like, especially with like the past couple of weeks when there's all these like feuds and stuff? People made like the bat symbol, but instead of the bat, it's like Wendy's pink chair. And it's like, Wendy, we need you now more than ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. That's so cute. That's so what we need.
Yeah.
It's true. It's like there's no one like refreshing, and as close as I am to Wendy, I'm just not as brave as Wendy.
Totally.
You know what I mean? She really didn't care. And I think maybe in like 10 years, maybe I'm not going to care so much. I'll be like, or if my kids are grown, I'm like, oh, it's back to being crazy Trish. You know what I mean? But she really didn't care, and I love that about her.
I think it's very different because like, she just said what she said and then she left her show and she went home. You know what I mean? She didn't like it's not like you open your laptop and then you have to like see the comments and stuff.
I think that's how I'll be in my 40s. I think I'll be like that. Where it's like too complicated to check my phone. Like say what I say, couldn't care less what anyone says because I'm making so much money and I can just live off this the rest of my life. Like one day we'll get past the wokeness of it all. We're a little woke now in our woke era. I'm hoping to go back into not trolling era, but just don't care era.
Yeah.
Speak what's on your mind. Sometimes, because I do get scared. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to say everything on my mind.
Totally. And I feel like it's case by case. Like sometimes it's like...
Some people don't scare me.
Yeah.
Like Matt Rife doesn't scare me.
Yeah.
But who scares me? Kanye scares me.
Who?
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Especially he's around, so...
Yeah, he's in this area. Like, you just never know, you know? I don't know. Kardashians seem to have a lot of power, too. They kind of scare me a little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think they have the power to like shut something down.
Oh, yeah.
But copyright or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's something there.
Yeah, that's why I'm with like Taylor. I think she definitely has that.
True. Okay, we take back what we say about the conspiracy. We do not think you're a political affiliation. You're just a girl who's crushing it right now. Making your relationships public.
But before we end, by the way, I need to like get this out there. This is me manifesting.
Oh no.
The Trisha's versions of all the songs that have been erased off TikTok. I just need you, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I just need you to re-record every song that UMG has erased from TikTok. And everyone can use you.
And just do the vocals for it. I would absolutely love to. Would I have to have the music behind me or just me? Just
I kind of think it could just be you. I've seen somewhere people just singing without like the instrumental. I feel like if anyone can pull that off, it's you.
I had to like look up some of the songs by the artists that got removed. Like I only knew one Olivia Rodrigo song. I only knew one Harry Styles song. I think
that's good. Maybe just like the biggest hit from each of the UMG artists.
That's what I was trying to look up. I was trying to see like, okay, what's the biggest one from them? Even Taylor, I was like, what's a hot Taylor song right now? Like it was hard for me.
I guess whatever is like the trendy TikTok song.
What's like the trendy one now? What's like the big TikTok song?
I think the last one I've seen, it's been a minute because since she had like the big one, I think the last one I saw was Slut. It was what it was called.
What?
Yeah.
With who? By who?
By Taylor Swift.
She has a song called Slut? Oh my God, how not on brand for her. What's it about? About her?
She's like, if they call me a slut, it might as well be worth it for once.
Wow. I've never heard that song. It's on TikTok. I feel like TikTok is so like bans everything. Like if you say one bad word.
The other one, Karma, was big on there for a minute.
Karma's
Bejeweled was one on there.
I don't know that one.
Best believe I'm still Bejeweled.
Oh yeah. Down in a room, all eyes on me.
And then I really want you to do like Get Him Back by Olivia Rodrigo.
How's it go?
I want to get him back. I want to make him really jealous. Want to make him feel bad. Oh, something like that.
I want to get him back. I want to make him feel jealous or something like that.
Period. Make that
sounds
into
like
an
a
edit.
sad boy. It sounds like a sad boy.
Yeah. I always felt her songs were the one Olivia Rodrigo song I know sounds sad, but the good for you think you're happy and healthy. Not me. If you ever get asked, babe. I was going with my tune. Sorry. Don't make those faces. That's why people say I'm mean to Moses. I just saw it for the first time. It's like hostage face. Moses, this is why people think I'm mean to you. I was joking and
I never make that face. No,
you just did.
No, never before.
Oh my God. I just
No,
saw
I was so excited because I'm like, we have an independent artist here that all her music is still on TikTok. Your entire catalog is still available.
It's still on TikTok, but TikTok won't let me
everyone.
claim it.
Oh, that's something
That's tea.
we wanted to bring up.
Yes.
To you, the judges.
Viewers, because it's like Snapchat too. I hate that's at the end of the show, but whatever. It's like
This is crazy.
TikTok, all my music's on TikTok, and they like, oh, claim your music. And so you have to go through a verification process or whatever. And I showed like all my music, where I upload it, like whatever, who I am. And they denied me to claim my own songs.
What?
Because you know,
It's so
when you go to
weird.
musicians' TikTok, when you swipe left, they have all their music there. There's a tab with their music. And she doesn't have that. They won't put it
I
there.
applied, and they're like,
Yeah.
denied.
What?
That's so weird.
I was like, man, and no one else is claiming, because you do have to like show like verification that it's your songs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I'm like, it's literally my songs. I own 100% of them. So annoying, because this was the time to get it out there. I was like, now's the time. Use my songs. And they're stopping me. Everyone keeps stopping me. All these roadblocks.
But if Austin McBroom wanted to make little songs, I'm sure he'd be able to claim them.
That song is on there. He has one with DDG.
Are you serious?
It's literally like 8 years. We're not talking, but I'm in my RV.
It's like his song.
Yes.
He already made a song about
In a
this
music
divorce
video.
that never happened.
And DDG is in it, and they're in the RV,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and he has his little silk wrap on and his pajamas, and just looking sad. And
The patriarchy.
the patriarchy is so real.
Oh my god.
TikTok, give me my music. Otherwise, I'm joining UMG, or who's on TikTok? I don't even know who's on TikTok. What brand is on? I don't know. Is there any music left on TikTok? I don't know.
Like Warner Bros.
Oh, I'm going to Warner Bros.
Sony.
I'm going to Sony too. No, Michael Jackson said Sony is the devil to not go on
okay.
there. So we're not
Stay
going on there.
independent.
Stay independent. I want to be on the next season of Traitors 3. I love Alan
my
Cumming. We didn't talk
God.
about it, but we don't need to really.
Yeah,
Do we? I don't know.
we
It was
just
great.
Love it.
So good. Oh, God, I love Alan Cumming so much.
Manifesting Trish season 3.
Oh,
which even Janelle, who's on season 2, put you
Tweeted
on
about
her
I was
roster.
very excited about it.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I would cosplay as Alan Cumming in every movie he's ever done. I would love to be him as Sandy Frink. I would love to be him in Josie and the Pussycats, Schmigadoon. I would just cosplay all his cabaret. Oh my God. I would so go on there and be the MC with like my little suspenders. And every time he'd come in, I'd be like, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd be like, welcome and bienvenue, cabaret. I would love it. I love him so much. Every time he comes on screen, I always tell Moses, I love him. Moses did not think he was gay either. I was like, he's gay.
What?
Yeah, he's like, is he gay?
I just asked it.
Babe,
I was like, is he acting or is he gay?
he's
Like, is he over the top or is he gay?
I do love his outfits on that show though. It's very, but they're masculine. Like I think you would look good in those. Like the blue glasses and the berets and the thing. He's just so dramatic. I just love the drama of that show. Like this is the first week we watched it and we like binged it. Well, season 2. We haven't watched season 1. And I just love the drama. I love the dramatics of it all.
So theatrical.
He's so theatrical. He's so in it. He is RuPaul in season 2, where he's just so into it with the people. Where he goes to the traitors, he's like, "Traitors, like what do we do here? Oh, you'll never see me again." Like he's so dramatic, and I love it. I would participate. The show gives me a little demonic vibes. I'm not gonna lie. There's very like demonic symbolism in it a little bit, and then the marching to the death, like
and
it
the
was.
wolves and the ravens and the crows.
Yeah, and the
cloaks.
castle alone, although it's very Saltburn. I would definitely be like the naked person, "Tell me to the root." You know what I mean? I forgot that scene. I need to watch it because I don't remember that scene at all. I know it's at the end, but anyways. But to see Alan Cumming every single day, I would just be. And you know, I've always thirsted for him. Even in the Oversharing podcast, we talked about him. I talked about him every single episode. I just love him. I didn't know he had this show. And everything about him makes me so happy. And I love him. And actually, we don't know for sure if he's gay, right?
I guess.
We don't know for sure. He might be bi. We don't know. He might be straight. I have no idea. Do we know if he has a partner? Maybe I just made that up because he always plays
I
gay.
think he's acting.
Maybe he does, because, yeah, you know, I always just assumed he was gay, but maybe he's not. I actually have no idea. You know, some people you just assume are gay, and you're just like, oh, yeah, and then they're not. And you're like, okay. Anyways, love him and love the Traitors. Thank you for putting me on that. This last one was really great.
Yeah,
Really,
what a show.
What a show. But it's also like these people that they find like from the real world, like 2002. I'm like, how am I not on this? Like, I don't understand. Like Trishelle and CT, I remember them when I'm like 10
Growing
years
up,
old.
yeah.
And I'm like, and I show them pictures. I'm like, oh my God, like look at these people. They look so different. Or then there's people I've just never heard of on the show. Like literally, I'm just like, what show are they from? Like
Yeah, what
there's
is it?
some
Below Deck or something.
yeah, the
Whatever.
new girl's like, I'm from Below Deck. I'm like, what? And then that girl comes on like she's hot shit. She's like acting like she's a star here. I was like, who are you? Like, what? It's weird. And the Big Brother people, I just don't know them, I guess. I don't know. I don't know half these people. Then there's like a random boxer in there, and I was like,
oh yeah, he was really random. The
Random.
guy from Parliament, whatever he's from, Parliament.
that's the most random.
He's really
Because he's
random.
not even American. He's not a game player. He's never been on reality TV. I was like, how is he in this? This is very weird. Very weird. That was giving me, I was,
He just fits the time and atmosphere.
But
His
like,
heavy British accent and the way he talks.
he does keep up. I will say, I probably couldn't pass the physical to get on that show. They run everywhere. They run so far and they walk so far. I was like, how are they not dying? I pass out going literally up our stairs. I don't know how they're not dying. Although if Alan Cumming was there, I would definitely like, and then sometimes he's like in the house and like interacting with them. Oh my God, I'd be interacting all the time. I'd just be like, hey, like.
But you're going into your ripped muscle era, you said.
I am,
so,
that is true.
yeah.
Well, I wonder if they film in the fall because, like, if they're filming season 3, maybe they're going to film this fall. I would love to. All I need is 3 months after I get birth. I get back into shape.
I think it's quick. I don't think it's a long film.
I don't think so
feel like
either.
It's a week.
No, really?
I feel like maybe 10 days. Right?
Really?
I don't think it's long. It's not like Celebrity Big Brother or anything, you know.
Even the Jungle, I told you the Jungle one reached out to me. I don't know if I think it's I'm a Celebrity. I don't know. One of the Jungle ones reached out to me, and it was only like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's short.
That's great because like Celebrity Big Brother in hindsight it was short. It was like I think it's like it's like maybe 6 weeks.
That's
But
kind of long.
That is kind of
That's long.
Yeah, 2 weeks I could do.
Yeah.
I wonder if they don't have phones in the Traitors.
I think they do. Like they film and then they go to a hotel and then they just like chill.
They don't stay at the castle? How do you know?
The producers said it.
Who said it?
The producers.
Which one?
Of the show, the Traitors. I don't know the name.
What?
I just read
Where
like
did
an
you see? They did
I
an
read
interview?
an article. Yeah.
And then like they said a hotel? Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
perfect.
that explains a lot. Yeah, because we were wondering, like, how do you not at
Tell who's
nighttime?
leaving,
I
yeah.
would be in the hallways trying to peek and see who's walking somewhere.
Oh, well, perfect. You guys
That's
can all
crazy.
come over. I can come see the babies at night. Okay, that makes sense because I was like, oh, I don't want to be around with my babies that long. But oh my God, that's so. Wow. So you could in theory have a glam team because I thought, oh, they have to do their own hair and makeup, but they could have a glam
I'm
team.
sure they do. Because they all look good. Like they all look like makeup.
No, I don't think they have a glam team.
You don't think?
The only one who has like fierce makeup is Phaedra, but I think she does it herself.
I guess.
Everyone else looks like they did it themselves, I think.
I guess so.
I guess you save money. You probably don't get paid a lot, so maybe you save money because
Yeah.
you just spend your whole budget on glam. Also, I don't think Scotland would have great glam teams. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm sure they're not like specializing. But I would love it. Oh, it looks so much fun, especially when they did the funeral. I was thinking My Chemical Romance, like marching to my own funeral. I could have been Gerard Way or something. Anyways, I would love to get on it. Hit me up. I don't know how to apply for these things.
Did you see, and Parvati, who's on it, I think she did the same, she did Paper Magazine, a shoot, and it gave me the same vibes as yours.
What was it? I didn't see.
It was just like at her house, and it was just like very casual, and like it was her posing in front of a big screen TV of her on the TV in these little outfits. It was very Trish coded. I think it might have been the same art director or something. Because it was like a gay guy who was just like standing. It's like, oh, mother convention, like Parvati, mother queen. It was very.
You love Parvati. I don't love her. Why? Like she doesn't stand out either way. She's like not bad or good.
She is such a mother. Maybe you have to see her on Survivor, because on Survivor she is like mother.
I think that term, I saw a drag queen today. People are overusing mother a little bit.
Parvati is a mother. I think if you and Parvati were together, it'd be a mother convention.
I'll take it. I don't get any vibes from her. I wouldn't be like, I need
she's
to.
so slay. And the gays love her. The gays, literally, she got Paper Magazine because there's like young gays over there, like
The
literally
young
same thing
gays
as
do.
you. Like we need to get Parvati on the cover.
Honestly, anyone who, if the gays like her, I like her. You know what I mean?
She is a gay icon.
But I love the gays. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'd rather go with like, is there any gay guys on Trader? Just Alan Cummings, I guess.
I guess so.
Is there any other gay guys
Allegedly.
on there? Allegedly, we don't know.
True.
God, I love him.
I think you're right. I don't think anyone
Wow.
else is.
Homophobic much over there
What
in
the hell?
Scotland.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Tea.
Well, that one trans.
Peppermint.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Peppermint
One.
did not last long though. I was like,
Yeah, first one out.
little. I would claim I'm not one of those people to just claim whatever, but a little bit transphobic because I was like, why?
It was very pointed. Trishelle had to issue like an apology because it was very like pointed.
It
was
felt
very odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did it with she apology.
Yeah, when it
Just
premiered.
felt that way. I'm not the first person to jump on that bandwagon because I know everyone's just people. We're all equal, whatever. But it's just like it felt a little
It was
bit.
just so aggressive and out of nowhere that it's like, huh? Like,
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway.
Anyway, that's our cat side. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Oh my God, thank you for being here. I feel so bad that you worked so much, but you hustled in. and I appreciate it.
It's always a delight.
I know. No, you're so good. You really are just like so good. You always have such a good attitude. I love you for coming. You guys go to patreon.com/justtrish. We're going to film our bonus episode tomorrow, but you guys will see it at the same time. We're going to film it. So it's going to feel even fresher because we'll have, maybe there'll be more hot topics to cover tomorrow. Cool. You know what I mean? And maybe we'll do our little Chinese mukbang for this week. We're going to do a whole gamer series. Maybe film that for you guys. So just check it out. If you want to get a headshot and the sticker of the month, plus the special Valentine card and the cue cards handwritten, your last day to sign up is February 10th, and we will ship them out February 15th. Every month is a new headshot, and there's a new sticker. We do not sell them separately. We will not sell them separately. So get them while you can. Be a collector of your Just Trish headshot. We love you guys so much. And patreon.com/JustTrish, and we'll see you on the next episode. We have a great guest on Thursday, so stick around. We'll be right back. On Thursday.
Live from Just Trish Studios.
That's what I feel. Yeah, stick around for a minute.